Hello, welcome to Table Goth. We are a group of tabletop enthusiasts and gothic aficionados. Tonight we are playing our third session of our Monsterhearts campaign called Waverly Springs. Monsterhearts is kind of a dark and edgy game about a complicated and dramatic team. That being said, it can get pretty dark, so make sure you take care of yourself. This is just a general content warning. This episode in particular, if things start to feel a little uncomfortable, I would say pause it, take a break, take care of yourselves, do what you gotta do. And with that, we'll go ahead and introduce our players. Mandy.
Hi, I'm Mandy Morose. I play Angie Bishop, and she is a witch.
Bixie.
Hey, I'm Bixie Bro. I'm playing Reginald the Queen.
Bully.
The name's Bully. I'm playing Esther O'Hare.
And Metal Chocobos.
I'm Metal Chocobos, and I'm playing Levi Custer, the Hollow. Cool.
I'm Ms. Petty Dreadful. I'll be your MC, and this is Waverly Springs. So last time we planned some pranks. We kind of went back and forth with each other for a while, ultimately going with Esther's plan to post screenshots of the junior class saying or doing embarrassing or socially incriminating things around the school. Esther and Reginald went head to head a couple times trying to take over the execution of the prank, resulting in Reginald, his crew, and Amber, the head cheerleader, downloading the app ORED because of some hypnotism and some solid turn-on rolls that Esther had. Esther got a picture of Reginald and Amber getting a little friendly. Meanwhile, Levi and Abigail had a heart-to-heart about her parents' marriage, and Angie went on a weed-fueled quest for jerky. Reginald hung...
my entire...
We should have brought jerky this session.
Reginald hung around for a bit to do some more planning before heading back home and having a conversation with Ethan about how being seen with Esther might be bad for all of their reputations. Esther, Angie, and Levi left the party together and picked up a lurking Freddie on the way out and decided to have an after party at Esther's house. Angie cursed Freddie so that he couldn't lie while Esther and Levi made some nachos. Levi confronted Freddie about his locker conspiracy board, and Freddie confessed that Mayor Evans seems like she might know too much, and that he's been trying to suss out what exactly is going on at Town Hall. Esther and Angie shared some sexual tension and a kiss that quickly turned awkward. Angie and Levi left, and after that, Freddie and Esther hooked up. Angie had a little hiccup getting home, running into her dad, but she and her grandma were able to cast a spell to erase her parents' memories. Levi took a detour to Angie's grandma's cabin in the woods to check it out, but he didn't find anything other than a feeling of missing something. They all returned to school the next day, spending their English class talking in different groups amongst each other. Freddie passed Esther a note, but Esther played it off to Amber, and earned the condition overbearing in the process, adding it to her long list of conditions. After class, Reginald was confronted by his English teacher for what seems to have been a mix-up with his final paper. Everyone decided that they wanted to talk to Abigail, and they began investigating her missing parents. Reginald got into Coach Abrams' computer, got a list of juniors to start his phishing scam, and found an email that connected Levi's mom and Coach. The group went to leave the office, but were stopped by a very disgruntled-looking Coach Adams coming back from his office. And that's where we'll pick up. So you're all, with your various information you've gathered, coming out, you see him. Same clothes he was wearing on Sunday for detention, looking very worse for wear. And he bumps into you kind of surprised. What are you kids doing in here? Shouldn't you be... getting back to class or?
I'll push Reginald forward.
Yeah, look at Reginald.
Abigail's with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was worried. So we were just trying to help her out. 'Cause we didn't know where you were at.
He notices Abby didn't look like she's kind of in the back of the room. Oh, Abby, sweetie, we gotta talk, but we'll talk after school today. You guys out of here.
Why?
What do you mean why?
It's school.
I wasn't talking
We're at
to you.
school.
In my office, which should be locked. If you all don't want to end up in detention again, I would get out right now.
Wait,
Right. No, yeah, we were just.
in his office.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah, we were in his
You were-
office.
I forgot.
I'm sorry, she doesn't know what she's talking about. We'll leave. You know, we got to go back to class anyways. Start to leave.
I'll follow suit.
You guys start to head out. Abigail says, no, Dad, I think we need to talk now.
And I'll try.
And she will not leave the office as you guys file out.
I'll hang back if I see that.
Okay. Are you hanging back in the office or are you hanging back just outside or
In the
what are you doing?
office.
He looks at you not moving like, this is a family matter, son. You don't need to be here for this.
Well, as far as I know, you've been a pretty shitty family member to her. Leaving with no disregard. She's been worried about you. And Abby, you don't have to stay here if you don't want to. You can just come with us.
I would chime in. Yeah, I'm not with them, and I start to leave.
Levi, I don't think this is your place.
Right. Right. I'll just look at Abby and just kind of give her like a nod and sorry, and I'll head out.
No, he's right. I'll go with you guys. And she kind of marches up
Wait,
behind
don't
you.
you want to find out where the hell your dad's been and who that mysterious person was?
I just wanted to say thanks for sticking up for me, Levi. I guess. And then,
No
feeling
problem.
unwanted, she walks back to the office.
No,
And
we
the door kind of
want her to talk to him so she can
Yeah.
find out what's going on, and then we'll find out from her.
All right. Sorry.
It's all right.
You're pushy.
I'm sorry.
Overbearing,
It's
some
fine.
might say.
Pushy's one of them. I gave him pushy last time too.
I'm gonna see if I can wait outside the office and look at the door.
Okay. That should be easy enough. I don't see why you would need to roll for that. There's not like it's like one of the school doors that doesn't have a very big window or anything.
I feel like Esther listens to the doors a lot.
Yeah.
+1.
You would mostly hear Abigail's half of the conversation, because it seems like Coach is deliberately whispering and trying not to be heard by anyone. Here. So you don't know where Mom is, and what? I'm just supposed to believe that you weren't just like off running around at your mistress's house, or? And there's a slam on the desk. Jesus Christ, Dad, get it together. What? So your wife goes missing and you have nothing to say for yourself. You won't say where she is. You won't explain anything to your daughter. You won't even tell me where you were. Just that we're in trouble. No, I will not be quiet. And then there's some like it sounds like stuff's like getting knocked off the table or different things, and just like whatever. Figure your shit out and give me a better explanation than this. If I was out all night at a party or whatever, I would come up with a better lie than this shit. And then you hear like she goes to open the door, and you panic for a second because you're leaning right against it, so you can kind of feel the doorknob jiggle. And she stops, and you hear Coach next to the door sigh, say, "You're right. You deserve better than this, but I can't tell you here. People are listening here. Can you just hate me till you get home, and then we'll talk about this. I'm worried about your mom too." And that's when you feel the door actually go to open. Not as abruptly this time. And I guess unless you want to move to get out of the way when you feel this.
I'm just going to make it look like I was casually walking by. I want them to know that I heard, but I'm not going to be like at the door when they open.
Okay. Do a keep your cool. I think this is a good spot for that.
Nope.
You do not keep your cool.
I do not.
Mark some experience.
What'd you roll?
So you walk to kind of get out of the way, make it look like you're walking by, but you're just a little suspicious. You're too close to the door, reacting a little too much to what was said. And as Abigail walks by, she sees you and just, fuck's sake. Can you mind your business for 5 goddamn seconds? And then she walks off down the hall. Clearly very irritated.
Wow. Talk about overbearing.
Talk about keeping it cool.
Okay. I'll go catch up with Levi.
Levi, where are you?
I'm at the cabin. No. I'll probably just be. Is school out?
You would have like maybe 5 minutes left in your free period.
And then we're back to class?
And then you go back to class, yeah.
I'll probably just be in my locker, then switching out books.
Okay.
Yeah. Let you know I listened.
Anything interesting?
Nothing new. Apparently he can't talk about it now. They're going to talk about it at home later. So maybe you could hit up Abigail then. Why are you so worried about her?
I don't know. We had a nice moment the other night at the bonfire.
Somebody like Abigail?
No, just because I talk to someone doesn't mean I like this person.
We literally were risking detention, standing up to the coach, telling her she didn't need to talk to him. You got pretty involved in pretty personal matters. I was a little pushy at you. It's not like you, Levi, and I don't think you do something like that unless you felt very strongly.
Just a lot of things are happening personally for me right now, Esther.
Like what?
Did we all find out that my mother and coach have a connection?
Yeah, you were all in there.
Who knows that?
Okay, I was making sure.
You had a conversation with Abigail about it before.
With my mom and coach?
Yeah, you guys read it in the email on his computer because you went in the hallway and talked to Abigail about it. You had a sidebar.
So I don't know about it, correct?
No, you do.
Okay.
I think.
Wait.
I think if I remember correctly, I kept that secret because I was looking at it when I went into the computer, and they went out and had a conversation about the cheating. I think.
Yeah, we talked about something else, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll go with that.
I think at the moment Reginald decided to keep the his mom and coach have some weird thing going on.
Okay.
I think Reginald was waiting to tell his friend Esther about it later.
They're great friends, so that seems in character for both of them.
I want Esther and Reginald to bang.
I wasn't really standing up to coach for detention. I mean, I voluntarily did detention last time. Detention's not a big. I'm not threatening anything. It's not a big deal to me. I just want to make sure she was fine. She flustered. I know how it is being confused. So I got to get to class. I'll slam my locker door, and I'll head to acting 101.
All right. High school classes aren't numbered like that, but okay.
What? Mine are.
All right, shit. I checked again. You're right.
Really? Were your
Okay.
schools not numbered? Mine were.
Alright.
Does
So
anybody want
You're
to?
also homeschooled.
That's true.
Your
but...
parents numbered all your.
Does anybody else want to do anything before free period wraps up?
I feel like I had something last time and I've completely forgotten.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it took a few days.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna take one of those shotgun slugs. I'm gonna carve Reginald's name in it. This is an open carry school, right?
Colorado, baby.
Okay, so Esther's not doing anything. Anybody else got anything?
No.
Okay. You guys had your next
I remember
class.
what I was gonna do. Never mind.
Okay.
But I realized that the last scene wiped out what I wanted to do, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
The shotgun scene?
So on your way to your next class, Ethan kind of leans up to you. I'm so sorry, bro. I think I turned my draft in as your paper.
Yeah, super.
And I think that's why.
Yeah, that's super precarious. I think I was able to lie my way through it, but she does want a revised outline.
Yeah.
So if you have a revised outline that I could, like, just take and give to her. I mean, you haven't turned any outlines into her, have you?
No, I didn't do the outline portion. I wasn't going for extra credit in the class. You can't exceed 100%. So.
Yeah, right, sure. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you could just give me that outline, we'll just have to be real careful. I think she's on to us a little bit, but I mean, she's kind of an idiot. I mean, she's teaching English at a high school. There's no way she's gonna catch us.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right about that. So, also, the plagiarism check does not do the job it needs to. I mean, after we graduate, we should tell her that thing is useless.
Yeah, I mean,
but I'll
gosh, we could
print
write
it out.
something better, like, in an hour. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna go print that out in the computer lab right now. Give it to you. Give it to her. End of the day.
Yeah, that works. Cool.
Okay. And he peels off from your group to go take care of that. And you guys go through your next class. Everything seems pretty normal. Levi is really getting into Macbeth for some reason.
No, I'm just watching it.
Oh, he just watching? Okay.
You get acting 101 just to watch.
To learn behavior.
Honestly, just to learn behaviors. And I don't like Macbeth. Kind of creepy.
All right. So you go through that, and then you guys get to your last block of the day, which you all have together. It's your same homeroom class. It's your history class.
History 101?
No. Has history 203. It's an AP course.
Ooh.
But you guys are working on your final research assignments there. You're going to give oral presentations and turn in like an assignment. So you guys are actually doing study block in the library where you're just doing research on the computers. And most people treat it as a second free block. Your history teacher isn't even in here. It's supervised by the librarian. She's in and out almost constantly. So you guys get a little bit more free reign. And Amber leans over. kind of at the table she's in. She leans over to you, Reginald, and says, "Hey, we've dug some more stuff up on the juniors. Did you send that email out yet?"
No,
but she
not
says
yet.
She says it loud. The whole class can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of give her a glance, but then be like, I just obtained the appropriate list, so we'll be sending it out shortly. And kind of in a more quiet voice.
Okay, just get it out because we're getting our stuff together, and honestly, we've got some good stuff. Georgie says we can't post nudes on the walls, which is a bummer, but you know.
Right. Yeah, no, I think that's probably pretty illegal depending on the age range, but otherwise, okay. Yeah, sure. We'll get something sent out tonight, and we should probably get some dummies clicking pretty soon.
All right, sounds good. And she leans, and you guys in like the group chain that you would all be in because you were all at the party, get notifications of a couple of like Elsie and Amber, sorry, sending a lot of the screenshots from some of the like more popular ones. CJ has sent a couple from the volleyball girls. Less of like who's hooking up with who or who's cheating on who. CJ's like are more like embarrassing things that they've said or done. A couple like asking her like personal sex ed questions, like not knowing how to use a condom or something that she thought was like kind of funny. And then yeah, so people just start sending them in to see those, and you guys can all get those on your phone.
Throw my phone away.
Can I have you said this was happening for the whole class knew. Can I have recorded that conversation between Amber and Reginald?
Yeah, when she started speaking up louder, you can record it.
Okay.
Cool.
I feel like you need to get a tape recorder so you can literally just like hit a button and start recording rather than like pull it up on your phone and all that jazz.
You think a tape recorder is less conspicuous than a cell phone?
No, I'm just saying it's faster.
This was pretty quick.
You gotta work smarter, not faster. Give your phone back.
Yes.
I assume that was a conversation
My way into it.
in character where Angie has a couple tape recorders at home.
Old
I
media.
say analog, you know, I didn't even get the digital one yet.
Okay, so I have a bunch of gross pictures on my phone now.
Picture screenshots, a couple videos that were pulled off people's like people's Finstas.
Does anything reflect on any of us? Or this is all just juniors, right?
It's all juniors.
Right.
So far it's pretty mild as far as like a group chat has gone. Time will tell if it will stay that way.
Do you think we could go ahead? Do you think someone can take me out of this group chat? I'm
I've
not
already hit
super-
alerts. Just hide alerts.
Okay.
It's very easy to take yourself out of the group chat. I can show you.
I'll just turn off the alerts in that way in case any like new planning stuff comes up.
But if something
available.
happens and you get in trouble and they see you're in the group chat, you're going to be liable for that.
I go on there and click around until I get out of the group chat. Good thinking, Esther.
Just looking out for you.
Thank you.
That was a genuinely nice thing Nestor did.
Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
it's Angie's birthday. That's fine.
Underlying motives.
Okay, so after a moment, Principal Evans comes in.
Cheater.
The librarian. Your librarian's still gone. She went out to go take care of something. She comes in. She's like, things have gotten a little rowdy where people are laughing and looking at their. I presume that this is all very important and vital to your research. Nobody says anything for a moment. And she has like the look where she just kind of glares. And then people kind of turn around and refocus back on their stuff. But kind of meets her gaze. Before Principal Evans rounds a corner in the library behind a couple of bookshelves and sort of heads back to a corner. All right, sorry about that little bit of technical trouble, but it should be fixed now. So we left off, you guys were in the library gossiping, and Principal Evans had just walked in, rebuked you guys for not paying attention or not getting your study hall done. Glared at the room, people seemed to respond in fear and go back to what they were doing. Whereas Abigail locked eyes with the principal and stared her down as Principal Evans walked around the corner towards the back corners of the library, going through the bookcases. As she rounds the corner, students would kind of start to regroup, not really loudly talking, but definitely passing things back and forth. And then, Esther, where are you? Where would you be positioned in the library? There's like the back wall with the computers on it, and then there's big, like long tables that fit like 6 people where you could be sitting studying.
I'd probably be at a computer.
Okay. One of the desktop next to you, Freddie would kind of scoot up, fill that spot, scoot in next to you. So what are you working on?
Conspiracy theorist.
Conspiracy theorist who you hooked up with.
Oh yeah, he's the one I just banged. Yeah, okay. A lot of names.
This very morning.
Ooh.
If it was dark out, that counts as night. History, I guess.
Yeah, but like I'm doing like the Reconstruction period, in American history. But what are you working on?
Cool. So, what do you know about Abigail's dad and the principal?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I know? Well, I know what you told me.
You don't know anything else?
Who said I would know anything else? And then he leans in. And he's like, "Why would you want to know?"
Whatever you know.
Because he's in her office like late at night.
Like all the time?
Maybe like a couple nights a week.
Well, I already knew that. You don't know anything more interesting?
I heard him yelling one night.
About what?
It sounded like they were having sex. If I'm being honest. But then
Freddie, would you know what sex yelling sound? Well, yeah, you would.
I heard you, didn't I?
Yes,
How
you
loud
did.
did you say that?
He didn't say it very loud.
Okay.
Now, what were you saying?
Why get your tape recorder out?
I think I heard. Okay, I don't speak Latin, but I did watch every episode of Supernatural, so I think I know what it sounds like, and I'm pretty sure that like. And he keeps leaning in like more uncomfortably close every time he gives you another detail. So very uncomfortable. He's like, I think Principal Evans
Is
was
Latin?
screaming Latin? No, was screaming in Latin. Like during their, I don't know. Not here to kink shame the principal.
Isn't Latin, that's like church speak, isn't it?
Yeah. And like,
Do they go to church?
I don't go to church. I don't.
Not you.
And then
You don't go to church, do they? Is the coach and
I don't-
principal, do they go to church?
I think
Hey, Angie. Can you help us with something real quick?
We're in the library. What do you mean?
Come here.
Close our books and scuttle over there.
Does the coach and the principal, do they go to your church?
You would see Abigail's family there every once in a while. They're like Christmas, Easter, and the occasional odd Sunday.
They're like Abigail's family is like the holiday church people. They go there on just holiday services.
Yeah, so like normal. So, do you all speak Latin at your church?
No, we're not Catholic or
Oh.
anything like that.
Is there a Catholic church in the town?
So the chapel.
Or is there just that one church?
There's just one because it's a small town. You would know that. Well, you might not, but Angie would probably know that used to be a Catholic church. It was a French town, so it would have been Catholic before.
I did it all.
I mean, like the chapel, it's now a Protestant, as you know, Southern Baptist. But before, because this was a French settlement originally, you know, the trappers were here, so they brought Catholicism with them, and so the church was a Catholic church originally.
Okay, and y'all just forgot Latin?
We don't use Latin.
Not even for like, you know, when you're really feeling the spirit?
They don't speak in tongues in the Southern Baptist church. That's Pentecostal. Dude, are you not paying attention at all?
In what? We don't have.
In world religions. Sophomore year. Come on.
No, you know I failed that class.
Well, I thought you would have picked something up, but okay.
So is Latin usually like
I don't know.
a
Sometimes
good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, it depends on who you ask. But really, I mean, Latin isn't just a religious thing. It's like an old tongue, like an ancient language kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you can
Wait,
that,
they
like,
use it in Supernatural? When do they use it in Supernatural?
There's like demons and angels and stuff, and they use it.
Who's using it? The demons or the angels? Very
Oh,
important.
oh,
I would say both of them do,
it's an ancient language.
but I think it's like if you want to summon a demon or banish a demon, they use it.
All
So
right.
it's all
To get us into the principal's office after hours. And Angie, if I was to show you demon stuff, would you know?
I mean, maybe.
Like, I don't know, doesn't the Bible deal with like dark stuff too? Or you just know the good stuff?
No. You should look at Revelation sometimes.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Stuff is so crazy.
But so if we found some shit, you might know what it meant.
I mean, maybe. But I don't really want to, break into.
No, you don't have to do anything. We're just going to
or-
show you the stuff if we find anything.
Okay.
I don't want you spreading rumors around.
I've never broken into the school. I just go around outside, usually.
And do what? So you just
Well,
listen to
you're-
them bang from outside? Is that loud?
What?
Angie,
I mean-
don't you have a report to be working on right now? The principal just said we need to be busy.
Yeah.
I swear that girl is so overbearing sometimes.
No, I mean,
No,
I just,
you're right. No, breaking in, that'd be crazy. All right. Well, you've been a lot of help. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. What was I helping?
All right. I got to get back to work.
All right. And he turns and starts pulling stuff up on the computer.
Okay. I put his name on the shotgun shells. Where'd you get this?
Reginald, Angie not Angie, sorry. Now I'm confused by the A names. Amber does a similar thing to you. She kind of leans up next to you. Where are you guys stationed in the library?
I'd definitely be at a computer.
Okay. She comes up behind you. You're like kind of dispersed on either sides of you. Hey, just send that email out now. We gotta get it by Thursday. Come on.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna do it from an insecure network. That's pretty stupid. Go back to work.
Oh god.
This whole room is an insecure network, and she goes.
Yeah, that's my point. I yell backwards.
Hey, Reginald.
Fucking Philistines. Yeah.
Shh. Stop yelling.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah. No principal. This computer's fine. I keep plucking away at it.
You shout that after Principal Evans, but you do not hear a response. Abigail, where are you, Levi?
If I saw her start to go towards the bookshelves, I would try to look for another history book to research and follow that.
Okay.
And just act like I'm going her way, trying to get closer, just act like I'm looking up a book. Not like the same aisle, but like the aisle next to it or something.
Okay. So you go kind of looking through the books, not really paying attention to what section you're in or what you're doing. Give me a cool, or keep your cool.
Easy.
You got it.
No, I don't. Well, I do. I have a 7. So you tell me how my actions would leave me vulnerable.
Okay. So you go, you follow, you pull a book off and peering through the hole you've just made in that shelf to the other side. You see one of the shelves. She does the classic pull a book off the shelf, starts to open. In surprise, you kind of knock your book over, and she very quickly shuts it, and it closes, and she makes her way back out of the room. And as she passes you, anything I can help you find, son?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a book on the Civil War, but everything I've found so far has just kind of the same information going on and on.
You might want to step out of the fiction section then, and she heads
Oh,
out.
I never spent time in this library. And I'll just go to my desk. Don't you sip like that.
So lucky we're remote.
Actually, I'll go to Esther. If Freddie left, I'll go to Esther.
Okay.
If this all happened at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, that he would like scoot back over to what he was working on.
Okay.
So you could slide in there.
Hey, you like peeking into other people's business?
No?
No?
Who
Okay.
told you that?
I just
Tell me. Who said that?
no
Who's
one,
talking about me?
no one said it about you. I just thought that you're always interested in parties and what people are up to and
I mean, I
stuff,
like to be well informed about what's going on. I wouldn't say I'm just peeking in other people's business, but why? What happened?
Here, come over here. Somewhere.
Levi, that's going to look really suspicious.
Oh, like you care about that.
There's nothing I care about more than how I appear to my peers.
All right, then forget it.
If you're going to be such a baby about this, all right, let's go. But if I don't finish my horse report, you're in trouble.
I think this is going to be better than a horse report.
Okay, because you've read my
just
report, and I found a lot of really interesting information about horse racing. Okay, let's go.
Should have went to AMG.
Yep.
I'll just take you to like a desk where we can just sit alone.
It would be hard because it's basically big community tables, the wall of computers. You could get behind a bookshelf if you wanted to be alone, but it's not like there's like desks.
Sure, we'll do a bookshelf, but not by the bookshelf.
Okay.
Levi, I swear to God, if you're bringing me back here to kiss me,
What, you stopped me?
what'd you have to show me?
It's not here. It's just I need to tell you something. I just was tracking principal. Maybe my eyes didn't see correctly, but I'm pretty sure there's a secret passage in this fucking library. Have you seen Young Frankenstein when they open the tilts?
I know you've tried showing me the movie like 3 times, but
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Levi,
Just because it's
old. Levi, it's an old movie.
It's black and white, but it was made in the 70s.
That's old. Okay, there's a secret bookshelf here?
Yes.
Where?
I can show you, but she caught me watching it, so she knows that I know.
Was she still in here?
No, she left.
Here's what we do. I think we need to come back to school tonight anyway and take a peek in her office.
For what?
Demons.
I want to make fun of you, but I just said that there's a secret passage in our library, so I can't really.
Yeah, so a lot of
things.
things are making sense right now, aren't they?
No, they're
Maybe-
not, which is what makes sense.
Not that I've been snooping, but I may have come across information that she's doing. I don't know. A lot of late nights have been happening in her office between her and the coach, and you know more about that, right? To protect Abigail. So
Jealous?
no, Levi, I don't have a jealous bone in my body. You know that about me.
All right.
What's up,
Angie,
Angie?
what?
I want to interject and say that kind of Levi, like Angie would have been on the other side of the wall, actually, like other side of the aisle, actually looking for a book. And here you guys talking about demons and late night rendezvous and things that she kind of missed, and just like drop some books too. And like you can see her peer through, like shocked, like just scandalized with what you guys were saying, like, what are you guys talking about?
Get over here. Get in this aisle.
She picks up the books and shoves them back in and pauses to think about putting them in correct order, but leaves it for another time and goes around the...
Angie, if you're coming back here to kiss me, I swear to God, I'm actually trying to work on a report right now.
What'd you do? Stop her?
I would
We
like to
don't-
roll to keep my cool on that. Just
Yeah.
because of the last time kissing was brought up with Esther.
So I have a question. Do you want to roll keep your cool, or is this a situation where Esther should roll to turn you on?
I want to roll keep my cool because I was very flustered and upset about
Okay.
it the last time. So I want to try to
Okay,
not
that's fine.
be immediately flustered and give the wrong signals again. I should have kept my mouth shut. That's a 3.
A 3?
So now she has to lash out physically, right?
I have my gun.
You don't have a
name
gun.
on the bullet?
Yeah, so Angie's entire face goes bright red when you say that. And any other thing that
Angie, I was joking. You actually came back here for that? Jesus, woman. But yeah, we're not talking about anything that's your business, although we will need your help later. So I guess it is your business.
Well, which one is it?
Do you know Latin?
I don't know Latin. You didn't ask me to translate a Latin text.
If you don't know Latin, then we don't need you.
She already knows too much.
Who?
Angie. She has to be a part of this now.
Angie's trying to be a part of a lot of things lately. I don't know how I feel about it.
Like what?
But look, you're the only one who knows all this religious stuff. So we might need your help. What?
around the
Who's
corner.
this?
It's
Relax how physically.
Rachel, it's me. Because people are actually working on their project, you would see Ethan walk past and kind of spot you guys, and just with his books, head over back to the table where Reginald is, and he would just kind of lean in and go, "Hey, Reg, our new best friends are all walking behind the bookshelves."
As soon as
yeah, that can't be good.
if he got anywhere near us, I would sort of like push Levi away, sort of flirtily, and be like, Levi, it's enough. I actually have work to do.
Enough of what?
Shut up.
That's Ethan. Ethan just walked by. Did you see?
Okay.
Ethan, did you hear anything that they were talking about?
Esther was like pushing Levi off. They were talking about Latin,
Oh, okay.
which I
Wow.
know is one of your top 3 favorite dead languages.
Yeah, I know. It's like probably my second best dead language that I am good at. So here, okay, let's play this off cool. I kind of bump him on the shoulder, start to head over there with him.
We scatter.
Oh God.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, we need Reginald too. I was about to go to him, but now I guess it's coming to us. So everyone be cool.
Yeah,
Reginald,
I
what
said,
do you want?
He's coming back to kiss you.
E pluribus unum, anyone? You guys are looking for somebody who knows a little Latin?
Talking about quarters? Isn't that what's on quarters?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's United, and stuff like that. Anyways, you guys need help with some Latin? It's a weird history project you're working on. I thought this was like American history advanced placement.
Oh, it's just like the influence of Latin on American culture, like the quarter, you know?
Yeah, and people used to speak it in America. This used to be a French town because of trappers. I don't know if you knew that.
It's a French town.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
Angie, shut up.
that one. What's really going on? Does this have something to do with?
It has nothing
What?
to do with demons.
Well, Reginald, these are books over here, and I know you like computer stuff. So are you lost or something? You tell me what's going on.
You guys clearly need somebody who knows Latin, and I'm here.
You
So-
know Latin?
Yeah.
Oh, we might not need Angie at all, actually. Well, we need a computer person, actually. We're going to have to break into the principal's office tonight. She might have stuff on her computer, and I don't know how to get in there.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous and a little evil, but
I
also
have a
pretty
good authority.
useful because if the email came from the principal's computer, an email, then a lot of people would have clicking it then. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, that's why we came up with it, Reginald.
All right.
I mean, the breaking into the office was actually Angie's idea, but then I realized with the computer we can do the thing that you said.
Yeah, that sounds unlikely, but either way, yeah, sure, let's do it.
What?
But why do you need to know Latin to break into the principal's computer?
You'll see, Reginald. It might not make a lot of sense to you right now, but maybe a little later once we explain it.
Well, I think I'll be doing the one who's doing explaining tonight. All right. Kind of bump Ethan on his shoulder and kind of do a chuckle, like a unified chuckle.
Oh, it's just tripping.
Well,
So wait,
we
what
have
are we
each
doing?
other's numbers, so I think we should come up with a plan to get in here later tonight. If we're going to figure out this principal and coach stuff and send out the email. A few birds with one stone, you know?
Sure.
So you could help your friend, you could help with the email, and
I can unsubscribe from this group message so I don't get in trouble.
You already know too much.
sorry, too late. I'll
You're
tell on
wrapped
you
in.
so quick.
Right, yeah, it's probably best she comes with us. One thing that I've learned is if people are implicated, they're less likely to rat on us. So I know that because somebody made me a criminal.
Who made you a criminal? Looks like you
No,
want to.
that's a joke. It's
Oh,
I didn't get it.
all right. So, why are we really doing this?
Yeah, so we'll meet back here tonight. Let's say midnight.
That's really late.
yeah. It's like, why would an email go out at midnight? That's pretty crazy.
We got to make sure no one's here. It's not going to be Janet here at midnight.
I mean, everything should be cleared by like 8, right? There's no games.
Ethan would lean over to you, Reginald, but like kind of like sidebar
Mm-hmm.
and say, you can always set the email on one of those timers so it comes out at like 8 in the morning tomorrow. But Whatever you say, dude.
Just got
right. Yeah, it's good call. Good call.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty obvious.
drink to that.
He did not say it to where you guys could.
Nope.
Are we
Actually,
right there?
I lean back. Midnight's perfect. Yeah. Midnight works. Yeah.
You could probably hear the murmurs of it. But he was trying not to correct Reginald in front of.
Well, he failed.
I get to roll against it because he's here. All right. Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sure. Midnight. That's fine.
Okay, midnight. Well, great.
Wait, Ethan, are you coming with us?
Ethan, you should come with us.
He looks at Reginald. I mean, I don't know what there would be for me to do. You guys have Reginald, so.
Well,
Yeah. I
Reginald
mean,
just-
I was probably gonna bring Nick anyway, so to
That makes sense. He's math
Yeah.
computer guy.
Well, we
But
know
I
you're
mean-
a good writer, so you could help compose the email and.
I mean, he already composed the email. We have it drafted up. I mean, it's a whole
Talk
thing.
about Drive.
But
You just said the whole thing about people being implicated and blah 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 and criminals, and you brought Ethan over to listen to this conversation.
you're right. Ethan, Nick, and Lori and I will all be there tonight. Cool. And
No, we don't
Great.
need all
And
of
I
you.
leave. I
Ethan
said,
will do.
all right, don't listen to that.
Okay, yeah, you head back over to finish up your AP project. The three of you do the same. Yes, no?
What's wrong?
We're really doing this.
Do you want to help Abigail?
Yep. You
So,
really,
yeah, we're
we
really
really think
doing
there's a
it.
demon, and
No, there's not a demon in there, but late at night, the principal and them are in there screaming Latin. You're not at all curious?
I'm curious.
I mean, if you don't want to be helpful and help people out, you don't have to. The rest of us could just be good people and help.
The reason I told you about the secret doorway was because I want to help.
Yeah, but
Secret-
don't tell.
Wait, in
You're not
this
supposed to tell the others about that part.
first part, is it? I love Secret Doorway.
That's the
Have you
name of
seen
a book,
Narnia.
The Secret Doorway.
Have you ever seen Young Frankenstein?
No.
Why does?
No one's seen that.
All right, then
The
no.
Secret
No,
Doorway
I
is
like that
it's
kind
a
of
book
thing.
and a movie, and
Adaptation of.
it's
Young
adult.
Frankenstein?
We probably shouldn't tell you about it. Like sex and stuff in it. The Secret Doorway. I mean, you can use your imagination what the Secret Doorway actually is. So we don't need to
I
tell
wasn't-
you anymore.
Talking about,
But these are things me and Levi talk about sometimes. So
not all the time.
sometimes.
Abigail Abrams to the principal's office. Abigail Abrams to the principal's office.
I don't do that. I'm just doing the background.
You do hear a couple of ooh.
Oh yeah, Esther's one of them.
You didn't do it.
And you guys still behind the bookshelf don't see, but Reginald, if you look, you'd see she kind of confused, packs her stuff into her bag, and heads out towards the
I'm
principal's
gonna
office.
nudge Levi. You should follow her.
You told me. Okay.
She's about to get some bad news. She's gonna need a shoulder to lean on.
If I can help, and I'll head out that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if Ethan will help me finish my project.
Okay.
Secret doorway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you go up, find the spot by Ethan. On one side of
I'm
Reginald.
doing a thing on the history of horse racing, and I found a lot of pictures, but I guess this is mostly like an essay type thing.
Yep, and an oral
And it
presentation.
looks like you're already
So-
almost done with yours. So could you help me with mine?
I kind of lean over at this and I say, actually, he already said he's gonna help me with stuff. So,
Oh,
Sorry.
you need original? I thought you were smart.
oh yeah, no, it's fine. I get it that whenever you don't have a quality of paper that requires review of a scrutiny level, that Anyways, he's just a little busy, and I kind of glare at her. Okay, I don't know if I need to try to roll a
Can I
shutdown
roll-
for this.
You could roll. You guys need to do a poker.
I was gonna roll the turn to Ethan on. Maybe we could both roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say do opposing rolls. This is fun because you're both good at what you're trying to do.
Do I have to declare string ahead of time?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll
And,
pull.
yeah, what string are you doing?
Well, I have a string on Ethan because he's part of my gang.
Are you shutting me down or Ethan down? You have a string on me too.
you'd
I
have
think
to-
it would. Not sure. Who would it be? Would it be Ethan or
Since
would it be
you're-
her?
you're affecting Esther. You're shutting Esther down. You'd have to have the string on Esther.
But I guess if we're both trying to affect Ethan, I guess it's whichever. If he's better at telling Ethan, no, listen to me, or if I'm better at making
That's kind of
Ethan,
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Fucking Rich. I'm gonna give a dark power string on me.
Oh my god.
How many does it have on you right now?
0.
Well, 1. Now.
It is 3.
3. Okay.
So I'm gonna use the power flows through you. So I can add this.
My pen's not working.
So while he's doing that, I'm gonna put a hand on sort of Ethan's shoulder and sort of lean into him a little bit and be like, I really, really just need your help on this.
Did you get the secret I sent you, Lily?
Yeah.
Cool.
What was it?
None of your business.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna work it in, but Reginald's stepping in too early, so I gotta.
No, that's okay.
Oh.
How's she roll?
The dice are an 11, with my +1 hot and +2 for the dark power. Esther's not so good at math, so you tell me what that is.
Nick pipes in and goes 14.
All right,
How
so I
you
gain
roll
an
over
experience, right?
Did you roll? Yeah, you get.
Yeah, I rolled really bad actually. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got close to the darkest self for nothing.
He blushes. And just because you're asking him to help, he's going to give you something that he thinks you want, and he's actually no. Oh, Reginald, we got plenty of time to work on yours. It's gonna help her out.
Kind of glance. Right. Cool.
Thanks for sharing, Reginald.
Reginald, I'm actually pretty good at English. If you want me to review your paper at all,
Oh. Actually, Angie's very smart.
I've been
I know
playing a wing woman for you, so
I know she comes off as kind of, she's actually very smart.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
Kind of glance. I say, yeah, sure. Kind of pull up a seat next to me, next to the computer.
And honestly, mine, I just need, I don't know, a more creative set of eyes on mine, So yeah, I'm going to be flirting with Ethan and get him to work on my a horse paper.
Yeah. He actually points you in the direction of maybe steers you towards like the Pony Express or like an actual American history subject. No?
No, they race horses in America.
Well, they do.
How it affects like Southern society and
Yeah, what she said.
capitalism.
Yeah, so you gotta.
But I really want to be
Is what it is.
talking to him about like how impressed I am with some of these people and how much they accomplished at so young and
Mhm.
sort of some of the big names in this and how fascinated I am by. Back in the day, people seemed to be making a name for themselves without riding other people's coattails like other people seem to be doing around here.
Yeah. I agree. I think like you've got these like great minds, that triumphed out. I'm always, Nick's always saying we got to try to be a Tesla, not an Edison.
A car?
No, Nikola Tesla. Then he starts trying to explain
Oh,
the Tesla Edison.
I lose interest quick. So what do you want to do after all this? I know you like writing stuff. I've actually read some of your things.
Yeah, I read your comments.
I read a ton of stories. Some people make fun of me for them, young adult and romance and all that. But
genre fiction's nothing to sneeze at. It serves its purpose.
yeah, no, I agree. But I don't know. Maybe somewhere you could like show me. I mean, have you written anything? I don't know. Maybe I could learn new things, explore new things. Both of us can,
Like a
The secret doors.
writing partnership. Like review.
Yeah,
things
like I've read a
together.
lot, so I can give some opinions. And like I said, I think you have some good ideas, but I know what people like.
Yeah, I mean, we could do. I mean, I've read your comments on my stuff. It was all really nice. It was, I appreciate it. Appreciate the.
I mean, there's only so much I could do, character limits and all that on there. Like, I mean, if you have time, maybe sometime when you get coffee or something, I could really talk about some of your work. I mean, if you have time. I know Reginald keeps you on a short leash.
I mean, you rolled a 14, so yeah, I'll definitely go on a coffee date with you.
Yeah. Let's do that this weekend then.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll just be kind of tracking all of his emotions and thoughts towards this. Kind of keep a beat on him.
He seems excited, like that she took an interest in his writing, and the stuff that she said about people like making stuff out on their own seemed to like really stick with him. Where he was like kind of interested in that and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's excited to get coffee. But he does think about what you said about kind of Esther, not wanting to be around, and he's like a little afraid of that, you can sense, but right now he's like more excited about the girl hitting on him and flirting with them.
Yeah.
That kind of won out. Levi, you trail Abigail out of the library.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of hears you after the second. What are you doing?
I was trying to do it, like, give her time. I was hoping not to.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's fine too. Then, yeah, she walks and you kind of trail behind.
And then I would let her go into the office, and then I would, like, tie my shoe outside the office, try to listen in.
Okay. Yeah, you would. You would hear Coach. It doesn't look like. I mean, you can't see super far. The glass door, like, you could see to the principal's office itself. That's like way back in there. You don't see Principal Evans in there. It sounds like the secretary made the announcement. But then you would hear Abigail go, "Oh my God, Dad, what are you doing?" And then you see her kind of get dragged back by her dad into the principal's office and close the door.
I'll open the door and just like, I don't feel too good. I think I need to call home sick. Can I take a sick day? And I'll yell out, try to like opening doors, and I'll try to open the principal door.
The secretary, Mrs. Wilson, would kind of look. That's
she's in there too?
Yeah, she's still in there.
Okay.
Looking for a trash can.
Yeah, that's not the nurse's office. Do you want to phone your mom?
Yeah. Let me phone. Yeah.
It's not. That's what.
And I'll I'll start to like act like I'm about to puke, and you don't need to
she
see
grabs
this.
for the trash can.
You don't need to
and, like,
see this, and I'll rush into the principal office.
She goes back. You go in there, and the scene that you see is Abigail in the chair, Coach Abrams sitting at the desk. The room, you've maybe seen it before, maybe you haven't. Levi probably hasn't ever been called into the principal's office for any reason. Big bookshelf on the wall. Lots of like books on like leadership and like being a good role model or a good manager. Nice like mahogany desk. But generally like very clean. Nothing stands out. There's a big computer monitor on the desk. A couple papers stacked and organized very precisely. Coach looks up and sees you. Actually, no, he doesn't grab anything off the desk. Can I help you, son?
Sorry, I didn't want to puke in front of Miss Janet Wilson. I think I gotta go home sick.
and you needed to.
Borrow your trash can.
Why don't you actually get?
Oh my god!
Uh,
He pulls a trash can out. Miss Wilson comes in and she goes, "I'm so sorry, Coach. Are you all right, young man?"
No, and I'll grab the trash can. And I'll just like put it on my face, but I'm gonna lock eyes with Abigail, and as I walk out,
She looks at you and locks eyes with you. She's scared. You can see for just a split second she loses like the very angry veneer she has and just looks at you terrified as you walk out.
I'm not walking out yet.
Okay.
Can I gaze into the abyss?
Yeah.
What I'm looking for is why is she scared, I guess.
Okay. Roll for it.
It's an 8. What do I add?
plus your dark.
That's my dark.
+2.
So it's 10. So on a 10,
That's a complete success.
complete success. Lucid vision. And I take 1 forward.
You look at Abigail, see that she's scared, look back, and for a split second, your eyes glaze over, and you see through the desk, and you see a small handgun in Coach Abrams' hand that he has not. He's had his hands under the desk, and he's holding it under the desk, and that is where we will take our first break.
Get S.
Woo! Good job. All right.
All right.
Bye. Dark Knight.
Welcome back. When we left off, Levi clocked a gun under the desk. So.
Still
we'll
on
pick
me?
up there. Yeah.
All right. As I'm walking out, I'll follow Miss Wilson
Wilson.
Yes.
with a trash can, and as she leaves, I'll slam the door and lock it.
Okay.
From the inside?
You from the inside, and
Okay.
I will
Get shot.
lash.
Get shot physically.
I will lash out physically.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
Hey, Zach, do that thing.
Oh,
Thank you.
did too late.
Ooh. 8.
Okay.
So I harm them, but I choose one.
You pick the
Okay.
negative volatile when you're like a hunky hollow?
It's negative and volatile.
It's different for me.
He's got no bones, he's hollow.
I'm saying you should have picked that.
Yeah, but I want to be hot.
So what do you do?
All right, he got an 8.
I know, but he has to pick one.
Mm-hmm.
Will you count me in?
Marks in my toe. Makes me go from my nose.
I'm gonna give it to
Copyright
gonna-
check.
I know. What's this song?
It was less than 10 seconds. We're
it's too messy for this scene.
Keep it feral.
What do you do?
All right, fine. Fuck it. I'll do Darker Self.
Oh, read your darkest self. Because I don't want to hit mine twice before anyone does that.
You want
All right, my
Yeah.
Darker Self for Levi Custer is your body is a prison. You don't belong inside of it. You need to put it in harm's way and make it suffer, just like it's made you suffer. There's got to be a way to cut yourself out of it. You need to meet your makers. You hold them accountable for what they've done to you. To escape your darker self, you must come to see how someone else feels more trapped than you do.
Ooh.
Well, that could be good, especially with
This is
Abigail.
very good right
This
now.
could be real fast, or it could be very drawn out.
But also, he has to put himself in harm's way. So
Yes. So
Yeah, I got the gun.
okay. So what are you trying to do? He's sitting at the desk with the gun in his lap. You
I'm gonna
are causing harm.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the trash can to distract, and then run and just fucking
Just
grapple
throw a
him.
trash can at him. That'd be hilarious.
Okay. You go. You get a hit off on him. Just angry about your body and yourself and everything that's going on, and honestly, just how confused you are about the whole situation.
I would go for his gun hand to knock the gun out,
Okay.
if possible.
So the gun falls to the floor for a second. You've got him grappled, or you've got his arm for a second. He goes to throw you off. Go ahead. I'm trying to remember how my side of combat works. Roll another volatile to see. It'll be like competing.
Another lash out physically?
So it was essentially you rolling to lash out physically against him. Assuming that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I guess.
And then you usually, you get to decide how much harm is done with each lash out physically.
Yeah, so I've got.
But I think it's typically like one. Because we only have
for something like this, it would only be one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just.
I wish.
Hey, that worked. 7's was success. Punch your little face.
So. Okay. I did a little dice generator, and he got a full success. So he goes and knocks you off and goes to reach for the gun. As he does, he's like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody here. And when he says that, you hear sirens approaching.
Does he take any harm?
Do I take harm?
Yes, you take one harm. Sorry. So you take one harm. You're on the gun. He's going for the gun. And there are sirens in the distance. Up in the as you locked the door, you heard like the rattling of the door shaking for a second, and then you heard the phone ring. And you didn't hear the conversation. You were going for the hit, but you heard that. And you would hear over the intercom upstairs or down the hall in the library. We are on a hard lockdown. Please follow drill procedures, etc. And you guys alone, unsupervised in the library, what do you do?
I like to
there's-
gaze into the abyss to figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay.
I'm going to pull my phone up, get that sort of glazed over look, because my glasses just reflect all these flashing images again. Uh, 9.
Okay. So you see it, but it's a messy version of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
and mostly trying to get a feel for it, because I know I just sent Levi, because I'm the one who told him to go follow Abigail, and now something crazy happened. Mostly just sort of worried, trying to get a sense if he's okay and what's going on in that regard.
So yeah, you have those flashes on your phone. Levi and Coach both like alone in like essentially like a ring, and they're fighting, and they both look like decently battered. So that's kind of what you get. It's confusing, but that would be it. The edge of the ring, you see the bookshelf that's in Principal Evans' office. What are the other two of you doing?
Are the doors to the library closed?
So you guys have had like essentially drills for what a hard lockdown would mean. There's not a teacher in here to like remind you or try to keep everything on track, but a couple people, like Amber is mostly useless. She and Elsie are kind of freaking out. Connor has gotten up, no hesitation. He's the first one. Up he goes and kind of latches the top of the door and is like, come on guys, we gotta, and he's pushing a table up against it, like long ways to cover the window. And then he's got people pushing another table up to secure that.
Could I roll like a keep my cool to try to help? I want to also be like a leader with Connor in this situation.
Yeah.
Is Isaac in here?
Isaac is in here, and he's helping with it.
So I have a
he's
7.
a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go. You're helpful enough. You come off poorly though, so you're not super strong or helpful, and are kind of just a little bit in people's way, especially trying to take like the leadership role when it's like somebody's already told us what to do. You don't need to be directing people.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
So with that,
having had a little bit of a moment with Isaac earlier, and he's a football player. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Isaac and just try to get him to come with me. Like something, leave us in trouble. He needs our help right now.
Esther, we're all in trouble right now.
No. It's happened in the principal's office. If you do something about this, you could save a lot of lives. Come on.
How do you know?
Come on. I'm gonna try to. I don't know what this
Shut
would
him
do.
down.
I guess this would be more shutting him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's trying to argue against me, because I'm not trying to turn him on with this. Leave us in trouble.
Oh man.
Dark
How
person.
many strengths? Is that 4 strengths?
Don't worry about that. Yeah.
I do have to.
Man, I keep using when I don't need it. Oh no, I do need it because that would be
Yeah.
a 6. So it's an 8. So it works. I just look.
Overbearing.
They could give me a condition.
He's gonna give you the condition crazy.
Ooh, the other C word.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Don't like
It's high school, baby. It's
Ooh.
Dude, she was great. But it works, so I assume he's going to come with me to get out.
Yeah, you guys kind of squeeze past the doors it's coming out.
And you guys are, Angie and them would probably notice this. I wasn't.
Oh, you're interrupting people pushing like very big tables. The fact that like people are looking at you like you're insane, but also there's not a grown up. So
I would also probably hear her say that Levi is in trouble, and that they need to go save him. And Angie's got a few tricks up her sleeve, so she would try to follow them as
I
well.
don't like that.
okay, yeah, you would hear a couple people at this point. All of you are leaving people. What are you doing? And Brittany specifically would kind of ineffectually call after Isaac, like, don't be stupid, Isaac. Like, this isn't a drill. We need to. And but he's being kind of dragged along by Esther. As you guys head out, door locked. Back to the principal's office, unless Reginald had anything else you wanted to do.
So do they start to leave?
Yeah, they're sneaking out as people are pushing.
I'm not really sneaking it. It was probably
No,
out.
I don't mean sneaking and like more in a like, oh, gonna sneak right past you sense than like a stealthy.
It's a gallop.
Yeah, I guess Reginald's feeling kind of useless in the current situation as he tried to help out and kind of felt like he was in the way. would just kind of see this as like an opportunity to maybe regain that kind of control over a situation starts to follow him.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you could slip out, but at this point, people are like yelling at everybody who's trying to leave and trying to force it in. So you can go, but your clique can't follow.
Okay.
I go back for Ethan. I let Levi die.
Check the name on his character sheet. It's
Uh-oh.
Ethan now.
Oh.
Is Ethan's character?
Me.
Okay. Back in the principal's office.
Yes.
Levi, you've been going for-
The last thing he said was, "I'm not trying to hurt anybody." Correct?
Yeah. I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
He's going for the gun, right?
Yeah.
I'm also going for the gun.
That's gonna be a keep your cool, I think.
Yep.
And try to.
Cool as shit.
Confusion
No,
result.
I'm not. Come on.
I have a question about mechanics while he's rolling.
Yes.
For hex casting, I can either expend a sympathetic token during secret ritual or meet the target's gaze, chant tongues, or whatever. Secret ritual, does that have to be done in a secret place, or can that be just in general a ritual that is secret to witches? How secret does the ritual need to be?
I think if you have the sympathetic token, you can do it without. I think that just negates the needing to speak in tongues and make a scene.
Okay.
I don't think it needs to be you need to go to your bedroom and turn the lights off and do it in secret. I think you could still do it in the moment if that's what you're asking.
Yeah,
as long as you have the token on you.
Snatch something of theirs and perform the ritual in the moment.
Yeah.
Even if it was even if it's just lighting on fire or whatever. I wouldn't have to chant.
Yeah. You could do it inconspicuously.
Okay. That's what I needed to do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I got you.
I failed.
Okay.
I rolled a 6, which was a 5, and so I marked the experience. So.
Okay. So he gets the gun again, and he points it at you.
And I'll just kind of
next to her.
Most people pointing guns at teenagers aren't trying to hurt anybody. And I'll go next to Abigail.
And he puts the gun on the desk, but he keeps his hand on it. And the phone rings to the principal's office.
I'll answer.
No. Oh, okay. Esther picks it up.
No, not Esther.
Oh, interesting. The school janitor, Bully, answers the phone. So he picks up the phone. He says, "I've got 2 kids in here. I'm willing to negotiate." And then he hears something and he hangs back up.
Negotiate what?
Alright. I need to get out of here. It's none of your business, kid. You aren't even supposed to be in here. And the parking lot outside, and you guys can see this as you're coming up, is filling with cop cars and people coming out.
Well, I think the cops are going to want to hear a story about how the coach put a gun to 2 of the students, one being his own daughter. So tell me what's going on.
The cops were the ones on the phone, kid. I don't have to talk to you. And Abigail is kind of wide-eyed sitting next to you. Probably for the first time at a loss for words.
So what's your move, coach? You want me to play football?
Well, I don't care about what you do. What the hell shit are you talking, kid?
Now we've begun negotiations.
He opens a drawer and he pulls out a jersey.
Fine, I'll do it.
It isn't about you, kid. You didn't even have to be here.
Why'd you have a gun on your daughter? If it's not about me, it's about her. So what's up with her?
It's not about her either. It's not about either of you, and it's way bigger than either of you know. So please just stop talking.
Is it about principal?
Evans?
Evans?
Is that what you're looking for? It's none of your business, kid. You need to shut the hell up.
So then let us go. If it has
No,
nothing
that's
to do with
not-
either of us, let us go.
The phone rings. And he picks it up, and he starts having another conversation, which you would assume is with the police. The three of you, along with Isaac, are running up. The office is empty. It seems the secretary's no longer there. And that front door is unlocked. So, what's your plan? That actually, Isaac would say that. What is the plan? What is happening?
Open the door. Tell Isaac to go in.
Esther, what is going on? I like pitter up behind them.
I don't know. Levi's in trouble. It's the coach. The coach is the one doing something. I don't know.
Is Isaac wearing a jersey?
No, he's just dressed in like street clothes.
Sometimes they wear like jerseys and stuff like throughout the day. Never mind.
On Fridays.
Never mind. I'll figure this out.
I'd be like, yeah, go in there and kick Coach's ass.
Why would Coach be hurting? He's like,
go in and see for yourself. God damn, Isaac.
Hey, you guys, we should really get back to the library. It's dangerous out here.
Reginald, why are you even here?
I went to go get you guys. You guys shouldn't be out here.
Isaac, go.
Angie will go in front of them.
He goes to go open the door, not really knowing why he's doing it or what he's expecting to see on the other end. And it's locked. So he kind of looks. It's locked. So should we just
break it open? You're a goddamn football player, Isaac.
This is a literal life or death situation. Maybe.
You, Levi, can start to hear some of this while he's on the phone, just saying, it's like, just let me walk out of this building. No arrest, no nothing. And the kids will be fine.
Was Angie...
And it sounds like he's negotiating. It's a hostage negotiation.
He preoccupied? Is he looking at us, or is he looking at the window, looking at the cops? What is he looking at?
He's got his eyes on his hand with the gun.
Okay.
And there's sirens loud outside. Someone has a megaphone who is talking like, we are release the children. That's kind of trying to talk him down. So it's very loud. You are sitting on the wall with the door, so you can hear it rattle and kind of barely make out what's going on. You aren't sure if he can hear it.
Unlock it? Behind me? Or to the side of me?
Yeah. I would say take one because of the noise and roll cool.
Just take
one. So you add one.
Okay.
One forward.
Should I keep my cool?
Yeah.
A straight roll.
He does still have a gun and it is a high stress situation. And you're your darkest self.
6.
Just missed it.
You fail when you lift your arm up and his eyes flick up and he trains the gun at you for a second and then thinks better of it and he points it at Abigail.
I'll just kind of show my hands, walk back over to Abigail. Really? You're going to shoot your own daughter?
I'm not trying to shoot my own daughter. Just shut up and stand there. And he goes back on the phone. And
There's no way you're going to get out of this, Coach. You're trapped here. You're fucking trapped. Just like me and every goddamn day I fucking live. You're trapped. And I'm trying to break my darkest self.
Okay.
Because I need to make someone feel as trapped as I am.
Oh, you need to make... Oh, okay.
Yeah, to escape my darkest self,
You just have to come to see how someone else
feels more trapped than I do. So I'm just gonna
he's pretty trapped.
Yeah. Roll to shut him down.
Okay. Uh, 10.
Okay.
No, 9. I have a -1 cold.
Okay. So he can put a condition on you?
Yep.
Okay.
What condition?
I know, I'm trying to think of one for this situation.
Bullet wound.
The condition for harm. He'll put the... Maybe not him, it's kind of you putting it on yourself with the way that you're speaking about yourself, but you'll gain the condition insecure.
Insecure.
So him putting it on you, then you just kind of...
That activates my better than nothing when you gain a condition, mark experience. So that is all dots again.
Cool.
I'll circle in something else.
He goes, God, you don't even know the half of it, kid. And you see, he looks like he hasn't slept since you last saw him. He looks like this is the worst outcome that he could have been in. And he doesn't want to be here. He keeps saying, like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hear. I just want to get out. And you see, like, he means that something is deeply wrong. And he goes back to his conversation with the police. Meanwhile, outside, Isaac.
Hold on, I got a question.
Okay.
Is Coach a main character, or is that just the
main characters are us?
Okay.
That's players.
Keep going.
Meanwhile, outside, Isaac is trying to get in. I'm rolling for Isaac. He's got... Okay. So, he rolls volatile. He breaks the door in, but he got like a partial success, so he's like jamming into it, and it takes him like a long time to actually get it open. So by the time he breaks in, I guess inside you and Abigail would see this happening. Coach has trained the gun at the door.
Look at my sheet.
I want to note that I would have grabbed a pair of scissors off of the secretary's desk.
Okay.
And I just have my scissors.
You have a pair of scissors. Okay. Isaac stumbles through, gun trained on him. Coach's... Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Against the wall. And Isaac kind of stands up, not expecting a gun to be pointed at him, and stands against the wall. The door is now wide open, though.
Angie comes running in right after him.
Okay. He also is telling you up against the wall. The gun's trained on Isaac, but...
is there a picture of the principal on the desk? Like with her family or whatever?
She has surprisingly few personal items on display. She's regarded as a pretty cold individual by not just like the school, but like the whole town.
Okay. Well, this is kind of a shot in the dark since he had the gun trained on his own daughter. But I walk over to his daughter and I snip a chunk of her hair off and say, "I'm sorry." And then if that counts as a sympathetic token because it's his daughter and like it's a potential harm to her, I don't know how that works exactly. I want to cast Binding.
Yeah, go for it. That would work.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Esther, are you in the room? Or are you within side of the doorway, or where would you be standing?
In the doorway.
So that's an 11. No, yes. It's 11.
Okay.
No, 12. It's a 12.
We'll get to that in a second. He would also be saying, Esther, in the room, against the wall, now. And if you don't move, he turns and trains the gun at you. And that would be when you'd be able to get the hair snip.
I'm really sorry. And I would snip a bunch of it off.
Mhm.
And then when, whatever's going on, I pull like a lighter that you would never expect Angie to have. I pull it out of my pocket and set the hair on fire and let it fall to the ground.
Mm-hmm. It smells so bad. And then what happens?
Angie walks up really slowly, hoping it worked, because she is not very good at this. She's done this like 2 times, maybe ever in her life.
Okay.
And kind of walks up to him and like puts her hand on the gun to like put it down.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, you need to keep guns out of schools. Put it down, please.
What does binding do?
If the person cannot physically harm others.
Okay. His finger falls off the trigger. He still has a gun in his hand. And
I'm gonna take it out of his hand if he'll let me, because I don't want.
Well, yeah, he can't harm you, so he resists for a second, but he doesn't. And he kind of looks at you, like his eyes very wide. What have they got you up to in that church, girl? And he looks, but he is unarmed in the room. Angie has the gun.
I turn around to the group and
Isaac darts out of the room. He's running. He's very afraid.
can someone take this, please? It's like holding the gun like on the edge.
Before this happens.
Okay. Okay.
Dramatic.
Esther has had she's grown up with a violent man in her home.
Mhm.
And this whole situation, everything she was saying to her, she's just been completely silent, just wide-eyed, staring in the doorway, watching all this happen, watching Angie clearly do something very weird, and then take this gun. She's just going to look at Angie. She's offering the gun. She's gonna look at Abigail. Did he point that gun at you?
Yeah.
Esther's gonna reach out to take the gun from Angie.
Angie would look a little uncertain, because I'm sure there's a look on Esther's face that is a warning sign, but she can't quite interpret it. So she'll like hand it to her, but she's nervous.
Yeah, you can see Esther's shaking. She's also seems quite unsure of herself. Everyone leave. Tell the police to come in.
Esther, what are you doing?
What are you doing? And she kind of like steps up, but isn't sure what you're gonna do.
Get the police. Why are you still in here? We have the gun now.
I can just use the phone, and Angie picks up the phone and starts dialing 911.
Okay. You get through to the 911. What's your emergency?
Hi. I'm at the school right now in Waverly Springs.
Yes, we're aware of the situation going on at the school.
Yes, I am currently in the principal's office right now with Coach Abrams, and he is unarmed now. And I know I sound very weird and it sounds suspicious, but I'm very nervous. If you guys could just come in now and take care of this.
I will let the officers know. It'll be a minute before we can get that message to them.
Yes. Okay. Good day. I don't know why you talk like that, guys.
That was
That was
odd.
really
Why did you do
scarier
this?
than the rest of the thing.
To Coach.
Yes.
I mean, my life's over. They get me. So I mean, it's not. I keep saying it's none of your kids' business. I'm sorry you got dragged into this. I really am.
Why did you do this?
Coach, we can make you tell the truth if you don't really want to.
He looks at you and he goes, "I'm sure you can."
So start
Just
talking
Tell us the truth.
now.
They found my wife unconscious in the woods next to a dead man.
What
I'm
dead?
the last one seen with him. A guy from out of town. You wouldn't know him. It's not. I can't. If I tell you that's your life, your life's over. It's done. So that's.
Who was the
It's
man?
not. A guy from out of town who wanted to buy up a bunch of land.
What's his name?
Kyle Simmons. I'm sure that rings a ton of bells for you. Can we?
So your wife
No.
was in a bad situation, so you threw your life away?
No, this is It is much more complicated than that.
Well, then start explaining.
You would hear the doors open as the police are filing in. There are powers at work in this town that are above all of our pay grades. I'm not afraid of the police. I'm afraid who's going to show up at the police station after they take me in. And
Who?
I'm trying to
Your
protect
daughter's
you.
in danger. Who?
She doesn't know shit. She'll be fine.
She's already roped into it because of this massacre that you did here.
What massacre?
This whole bullshit. You put the whole school in lockdown.
Check the gun.
I don't have the gun.
He's looking at Esther. The police are coming in. Esther, if you look at the gun, the safety is on and it is not loaded. As the cops come in.
By shooting at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did that before I was going to do that.
And the police come in and take him out.
Before all this happens,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't actually check the gun or anything if he says check.
Oh,
the
okay.
gun. I'm not actually doing
Okay.
it.
Okay.
To check the gun, yeah, I'm just gonna raise it at him. I'm gonna say, "You sure about that?"
I bet my daughter's life on it. So I better be pretty damn sure.
I'm going to I'm going to use strings attached.
Okay.
I can ask the dark power for something I really want. Or something I really, really want. The MC will attach a price to that thing and hint at an undesired twist at its nature. If I pay the price, I'll get what I'm after. And what Esther really, really wants, this man who's using violence to threaten his daughter to get his way, is that he was wrong about this gun not being loaded.
Okay.
So on you.
Your phone goes off in your pocket Um,
Right.
but I'm gonna say you have to check it to know what the strings are. So you could look at your phone, or you could pull the trigger and agree sight unseen.
It says if I pay the price, I'll go to after. So I don't know what the price
Oh.
is.
Okay, I'm trying to think of something instantaneous then that you could do right now.
I don't think you have to pay the price right away. You just have to agree to pay it. Is that what it is? Or if
Yeah, it
It's
says
just
the
once
MC
you-
will attach a
once-
price
yeah.
and hint at the twist of the nature.
I'm trying to think of something. I'm sorry. So whatever it is, you do it now, and then you get a bullet. Is that how we're?
It's up to
okay.
you.
Okay. Okay.
You know, yeah, we could go with that. Esther will just pull the trigger then.
Okay, because I was gonna say I have stuff
We
that you
can
could.
figure out the rest later.
Okay.
And she doesn't know. She doesn't check the gun. She just part of her like wishes he was wrong about this because she.
his fate.
Yeah, I mean, she had a very troubled
Mhm.
alcoholic father, and she's seen the worst of this. And the fact that this coach is now bringing a gun and pointing at his daughter and pulling her into something because he got himself into a mess. Just everything is rubbing her the wrong way, and there's always a sense of unfairness that she feels that's just constantly at play in the world. And for once, just something that she's not even necessarily cognizant of. She just wishes. And he's so sure about himself that, well, the gun's not loaded. Like, that makes it okay to do what he did. And just with all this going on, with him so sure of himself, like, that's an excuse. She's just pulling the trigger, just thinking about these things. Not actually looking if the gun's loaded or not. Probably assuming it's not loaded like he says. But assumingly it would go off.
Okay. So you pull the trigger. The gun goes off. Where are you aiming it? And let's do a lash out physically. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Keep your cool. Yeah, I think that makes more sense for
What?
Where's your firearms?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes. I don't know whether that would be like a just straight volatile or to roll it.
You're keep it cool
close.
so I could keep my cool and gain insight. The question of I mean, I don't really have.
No.
Wouldn't it just go off since he did the string?
Can you?
Yeah. I mean, I used a move to make.
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay. Then
Hit him.
where
I
are
mean,
you trying to?
in this game, you don't really roll for things if,
Yeah,
if it doesn't fall
So-
into those things.
I would ask what. Where are you aiming it?
I'm probably not like just in his general direction. I'm not like putting it against his head or anything. It's just sort of
No,
it's his torso, I guess.
Yeah. So then.
Like I'm not really aiming it at anything particular. Literally, I'm just holding the gun in this general direction. These thoughts are going off as the fingers probably slowly squeezing, and then it probably startles her as much as anyone else when it does go off.
And Angie is still sitting next to the desk where the phone is, so she's in close proximity.
Yeah, that's going to
Just wanna
happen. I assume the
establish-
police are coming in at this
Yeah.
point.
So the police start to come in. The gun goes off, hits him in the shoulder. He looks shocked as he kind of grabs at it, completely caught off guard by the fact that there was a bullet in the gun that he very deliberately did not load. And Abigail turns around just devastated at this glimmer of hope that maybe her dad wasn't being completely awful to her. In her eyes, his bluff was called and he was ready to kill her. So if Levi's still over there, she'll even kind of like hide in his shoulder. The police come in, quickly detain him, take the gun from you, Esther.
Yeah, Esther's just shaking. She probably dropped the gun before they even came in.
Yeah. One of them collects it as evidence.
He lied. He lied.
Sweetie, what's your name? An officer's come over and is like kind of holding you.
He lied about he lied.
She kind of ushers you outside. They get you outside, give you like a shock blanket, kind of usher all of you outside, give you blankets. One of the officers goes over the PA system and says like the code for all clear, as students slowly come out. A couple of them talking about the gunshot they heard, very clearly upset and panicking, and some comforting each other, and everyone kind of getting in their cars to leave as quickly as possible to get home to their parents. Esther, you wrapped in a blanket. Reginald, where are you during all this?
Reginald would be probably just like out in the office, not willing to show his head through like the doorway, but like close enough to hear what the fuck's going on and freaking out.
You hear the gunshot. Yeah. The police come in, usher you outside as well. Begin questioning each of you. Esther, less so, is a female officer, sits down next to you. You okay, sweetie? What happened in there?
He lied.
Okay?
He lied. He said the gun wasn't loaded. It was.
Oh, yeah, we heard it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that he lied. What? You know, we are gonna have to take you in for questioning, but are you all right? You think you can talk about it, or?
I just want to go home.
Okay. We'll call you tomorrow then. All right? Because he's a bad man, right? We need to hold him responsible for what he did. Can't do that without your help.
Yes, you can. You saw what you were on the phone. It's fine. I don't want to be a part of this.
All right. I'll tell him, try to keep you out of it then. But, I mean, you did fire on him, sweetie, so they're going to have to talk to you about that.
He lied about it being loaded. He said it wasn't loaded.
I know. Sometimes things happen on accident. We don't intend for.
He brought a gun. He pointed at his own daughter.
You're not in trouble, Esther. You're not in trouble.
Feels like I'm in trouble. I just want to go home.
You're not. Go home. You're not in trouble. The police come to get statements from the rest of you. Abigail, not even crying at this point, just like stone face, giving her a couple of the officers try to convince her to go home, and they'll talk to her later, but she's just giving word for word an account of what happened. It seems like whatever happened in there, her emotions are turned off.
I'll walk up. If seeing her wide-eyed gaze, which was my usual wide-eyed gaze, I'll walk up to her and the officer talking about going home. I don't mean to interrupt or intrude, but I don't think she has a home to go to right now. But Abigail,
I was staying at my grandma's house anyway.
Never mind.
That's not Abigail's voice. Whatever.
And I'll walk away.
Reginald, you give whatever statement you can of overhearing it and being out there. Then the rest of the crew catches up with you, asks if you're okay, asks what's happened, kind of tries to regroup.
Yeah, I would pretty much tell him everything. Kind of confiding in him and be like, yeah, Esther's crazy. She shot him and like everything went down really nuts and it sounded like there was, I don't know, he sounded really freaked out. There's things going down and I have no idea. It was insane. I just kind of give a recap of it.
Lori just thinks, I'm just glad you're okay, Reggie. And she gives you like a very tight hug.
Yeah, I kind of take it and be, yeah, I know, it was crazy brave of me to like follow them. Like,
Ready for the comedic relief.
Oh boy. Angie, you give your testimony. How do you? So, Abigail would have said that you got the gun from him, and the police would have made note of that. She would have, I think, left out the part about the hair clip, although she is missing a pretty noticeable chunk of hair.
You give her bangs.
Oh my god, that's an aggressive clip.
That's a witch hack, man.
So come over. Yeah, we're just getting statements from some of the students. Do you think you're all right to answer a couple questions?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Thank you for calling. We're not trying to yell at anybody or anything, but you don't need to apprehend gunmen, Miss Miss Angie.
What
How did you get?
did you say?
How did you get the gun from him, and can you kind of walk us through how that went down?
Bible says, be the light you want to see in the world, and I just I did that. I distracted him. I had a lighter in my pocket. I just keep it for not for. I don't smoke at all. I would. My parents.
We're not questioning you on your recreational habits, Miss.
It's not even recreational. It's just, I
candles.
just keep it in case of emergencies because I'm afraid of getting trapped in the wilderness at night since we live in the mountains. And anyway, I flashed the lighter and it distracted him enough, and I was able to get his attention. And I just asked him to not kill us, basically. And he just gave me his gun. I think he was really sad. I think he's a very sad, lost man. And
That sounds about right. I kind of take a couple notes. Let us know if you need anything. All right. And you.
A little blood splatter off my face.
Oh yeah, you were very close. You probably still have like tinnitus, the like ringing in your ears. You all probably have that a little bit.
It's shattering that you did.
Yeah. And you, Angie, and also Levi and Reginald, even though the two of you drive to school, your parents are in the parking lot. And there's a news van. So it looks like the news van's packing up. They're not trying to swarm children after this event, but they were covering the police coverage. And all of your parents come out, hug you. We're so glad you're okay. Levi, your mom and dad give you big hugs. Reginald, your parents are kind of doting on you, your mom fixing your hair, and she's crying a little bit. And Angie, your parents are just thanking God over and over again for his intervention. And that you're safe and
Because I just don't know how to handle this kind of support system. I'll kind of awkwardly hug them back as when my condition is awkward. And do I see Esther anywhere?
Esther, you're her ride, so Esther, wherever you would have been, unless you walked off.
Yeah, my parents would not be there, so
Oh.
I'd be waiting for a ride.
Knowing that, I would walk over to her and kind of just I picked up on her social cues. That's the whole thing. I'll just kind of put a hand on an arm over her and kind of lift her up with the shock blanket on. And you okay?
Yeah, Esther would just lean into him. Probably start crying a little at this point.
I hold her a little bit tighter, and
I thought they were gonna. I know what was going on. I just knew you were in trouble.
I know. I don't know how you know, but I appreciate it. We'll get you home.
You need to start looking out for yourself better. I told you to go be there for Abigail, not get caught up in all this.
I just don't know how to handle this kind of stuff. That's why.
I'm not always going to be around to rescue you, you know.
Why not?
Because going to school and stuff after this. I got nothing here for me.
Nothing?
No.
Not even Ethan?
No.
So, we'll talk about it later. If you want, you can crash at my place if your brother's working tonight. I don't think you should be alone tonight.
I just need a ride.
Yeah. I'll take her to my truck.
Actually, will you wait for a second? I need to talk to the cops real quick.
Sure. Do you need me to go with you?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to find the officer that was helping me out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's talking to one of the other officers, and they're kind of dealing with the situation, packing up a little bit some of the equipment.
What's going on with him?
With
He said he's in
Mr.
trouble
Abrams?
with you guys, and I haven't heard anything about it. So this is sort of on you, isn't it?
Okay. So, and she kind of leans in, and he is a murder suspect at the moment.
But he's
we
still
initially
free? What sort of
no,
murder suspect? He's still...
we discovered the bodies an hour or two ago. When he found out that he was a suspect, he must have pulled you guys in as hostages. The school was supposed to be on lockdown before any of that happened, but he knew ahead of us somehow that he was under fire. So, you know, we're still investigating. We don't have all the details.
What details do you have?
I can't release all of those to you, sweetie, but just know that we're looking into it.
I think you can. I think it's the least you could do after you guys dropped the ball on all of this and almost got a bunch of kids killed. I'm going to use hypnosis on her to make her tell me.
Okay.
Let's get your own move.
Oh, is that a vampire move?
Here's a vampire move.
Then fuck off.
It's the first move I took.
Well, you know what the first move I'm going to take is.
Mortal.
Oh, I almost used a dark string. I'm glad I didn't. That's a 12.
Okay.
So, hypnotize people with no strings on you. I roll with hot to get him to do exactly what you wish. What I wish is for her to tell me everything she knows about this suspected murder.
All right. Well, early this afternoon, at the edge of the woods, we found
Where?
one she would tell you the location. It's north, a couple miles from where Georgie lives, over that way. So a little further east from Georgie's house is probably how you would know it best. We found two bodies. We found one, Kyle Simmons. He was dead, and Judge Abrams, she's in critical condition. She's been taken to the hospital. As Mr. Abrams went missing Sunday, his daughter reported it, said he was going to look for her mom. He would have been the last ones who had contact with those two. We think perhaps there was a bit of a domestic struggle. You catch my drift there.
How were they killed?
It appears they've both been bludgeoned, beaten. They're bruised very badly. It's quite the gruesome scene.
That's all you know?
That's all I know. I'm not that high up in the ranks here. I just, catch it at the water cooler.
She's just gonna walk off. Go back to Levi, get a ride home.
All right. You guys all head home, and that is where we'll take our next break. Welcome back. We are all our characters are kind of recovering from the aftermath of the hostage situation in the school. Esther and Levi are riding home. Angie, your parents would load your bike up into their car. On the back, they've got a little bike rack, and they would drive you home. And Reginald, your mom would ask if you wanted a ride home, or if you wanted, and they could come back for your Jeep later.
No, it's all right. I can drive home. It's fine.
All right. So you guys head home. Levi and Esther riding together.
As I pull up to Esther's house, can I put it in park? I guess tonight's off.
Why?
I'm kind of shooken up, aren't you?
I mean, I feel like now more than ever, it's important to know what the fuck was going on between him and the principal, right?
I
The
agree.
dude brought a gun to the school and threatened his daughter with it.
Esther, I'm not trying to argue here. I agree. I'm looking
No,
out for
tonight
you.
is still on, 100%. You're still in, right? I need you.
I know. I'm just worried about you.
Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. Just make sure Angie and Reginald are.
Okay.
Speaking of, what do you make of what Angie did in there? I mean, she's always been sort of meek. She went in there, cut that girl's hair, set it on fire, and then walked up and took a gun out of a man's hand. Like, yeah, I pulled the trigger, but I promise you, I didn't know it was. I loaded. I mean, he said it was. You heard him, right?
I heard him.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
And I tried numerous times to get the gun away from him, to talk him out of the gun. Something.
Yeah, you look a little. You have harm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to come in, I can help you out, patch you up. I used to have to do it for my dad all the time.
If it's not an inconvenience.
No, it's fine. Yeah, let's do that and talk.
All right.
So I'll take him in and get some of the bandages and whatnot and help mend him.
Okay. Are you doing it in a sensual way?
Ooh.
That's in the rule book.
It is. I mean,
I
it doesn't
no doubt.
matter because it only has one harm, but I'm still doing it.
Okay, yeah.
Do you get more if it's sensual or something? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
God.
while I'm helping bandage his wounds. Yeah, so what do you make of the whole Angie? What the hell went on in there? First of all, what happened before we got there? You were supposed to go there and comfort Abigail because I figured she was going to get yelled at, and then you weren't supposed to barge in there and get yourself in trouble.
I didn't get to the door in time, so when I saw him go to the door and close it, knowing how he's acted so far, I thought she might be in danger, so I faked sick and I barged in, and that's when I kind of lost myself for a second, but I saw him have a gun in his hand and her terrified as we locked eyes before I left, and that's when I slammed the door on Miss Wilson and locked it and tried to.
You're willing to risk your life to save Abigail?
I thought anyone really.
Anyone? If anyone was in a situation, you'd done the same thing. If Reginald was there, you had done the same thing?
Yeah, Reginald has more value in life than I probably do. So
Levi, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
Really, we've had a lot of conversations going to school and back to school.
I always tell you when you say dumb things. It's good you were there. You got it. You can't do things on your own. That's what I keep trying to tell you. We need people. We need people to help us one way or another.
You're the one that sent me.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't think I sent you into that.
I was just joking. It's not your fault. I just took it. I acted as best I could, not knowing what to do. Just taking up. You're always looking out for people and stuff. So
Someone's got it.
I thought I was maybe make you proud or something.
That was very brave of you. I'll give you that. But
Stupid, maybe.
well, it just back to the situation at Angie. What the fuck was that? I know I'm not the only one who's weirded out by that. Did you tell the police what happened?
I didn't tell them that part.
Yeah, neither did I. I wanted to.
I think it's better that we kind of check that out ourselves.
I think she owes us an explanation. Do you agree?
I think so.
So you'll have my back on this?
Keep it secret.
Yeah, you know I'm great at keeping secrets. What's the secret?
When we found that conspiracy notes and the photographs, there was one of that cabin.
What do you mean?
Freddy's locker.
Yeah.
Well, that night I didn't go home directly. I went to check out that cabin.
What cabin?
Angie's grandma's cabin.
Who cares about her grandma?
Well, that it was linked to something. I just wanted to check it out, and so
Why?
I had a feeling. And then when I got there, I had even more questions.
Why? I don't understand why you're even interested in this stuff. Angie and her grandma. You said you don't like her, so.
I don't, but the fact that her cabin was linked to.
Linked to what?
I can't remember. It was the first episode. I think it was my mom or dad.
It was just on the board.
It was
That
on
cab,
the board.
that there was we'll say
That
there's
was linked
two
to your
cabins.
That's what I thought too. That's why I went.
It wasn't linked to his family.
His family was linked to the mayor. The mayor was linked to the historic site cabin. There's two cabins.
Yeah, and that's the one I thought. Yeah, there was two cabins.
So the grandma's cabin and then the like historic site. They say is,
but
settlement.
out of the game, I didn't know that there was a historic cabin.
Yes.
So I kind of up. So we just rolled with the punch.
Angie brought a cabin into the story, and I brought a cabin into the story, and that's
cabins.
Did that on the fly.
Yeah.
So
Right now, we're in
sorry.
Esther's cabin. I forgot to
It's
mention
an
that.
airplane.
I don't know. I had a feeling, and when I got there, it was more feeling.
I just need to make sure you have my back because I'm going to question her about that.
Esther.
And I know you're not like her like that, but you seem, I don't know.
I think
You're soft on her. And I've been soft on her too, but she's weird, Levi. She tried kissing me, and now she's doing some weird, I don't know what that was.
She tried kissing you.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
I don't gossip.
Yeah, I don't gossip either.
Esther.
Levi.
Esther.
You can erase your harm.
So I was healed by her.
Yeah, while you guys are talking,
All right, so that activates my strange impressions. When a main character either harms or helps you heal, you can respond by studying them with wide eyes. Esther.
Oh, that was the look I got.
If you do, I temporarily gain one of their skin moves and add it to my character sheet.
Oh, one of hers?
Oh.
Very cool.
Dark Recruiter. Jesus.
No.
Take a bargain. So you can't take a bargain, you have to take a move.
Okay.
Oh, you give me another Dark Recruiter, I guess.
That's interesting.
You guys are gathering moves. Why don't you move a little bit to the left?
I was gonna say, Diana.
Who, me or him?
Diana.
Both of you.
Better?
And while you guys are gathering moves, Angie, we're gonna move to you.
Oh, okay.
You get a text on your way home
Okay.
from Abigail that just says we need to talk.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okie doke.
Really? Yeah, both themselves.
You see her like type to respond to okie doke,
No.
and then it's the bubbles go away, and then she goes to type again, and then they go away, and then she goes, "We'll talk later," and then she, yeah, and then she sends the upside down smiley face emoji.
Abigail.
Oh,
She chopped her hair off and lit it on fire.
yeah, we were there.
I don't know if you guys know this.
Mike.
Did you just say you don't know if you noticed?
We smelt it.
I just like
Yeah, no one knows his burnt hair.
And her bangs gone.
With her eyes rolling back at her, chanting, floating around the room.
Drop the
Life is never
gun.
stiff at the board.
You specifically
Oh,
not
she
chanting
does
down.
know Latin.
She speaks a Java the Hutt language.
That's Latin.
Okay.
Solo.
But you guys you get home, Angie, and your mom starts making supper. Your dad calls you over to the sofa, and he sits down and he just asks that you pray with him. And you sit, and he kind of prays like silently in his head, and that he doesn't like look up at you to check. He just expects that you are also doing the same thing. Yeah, so eyes closed, head bowed, you feel your grandma's hand pat your shoulder. She doesn't interrupt, but she just comforts you in her way before you hear your mom, her daughter-in-law, and talking to each other about the situation at the school, and your mom just keeps thanking God, and your grandma not wanting to pick this moment to fight that fight kind of says, yeah, it's a miracle they made it out. And that's kind of how your night proceeds, unless there's anything else you'd like to do for now.
I'm kind of half hoping I don't hear from Esther and Levi and Reginald about going out tonight. Half hoping I do, because I have so many questions about that interaction, and so I'm just kind of I get into bed, but I put on like jeans and like a sweatshirt, like waiting, like I could sleep in this, but also I could be ready at a moment's notice. And she just kind of waits and puts her phone on loud.
You can sleep in jeans?
You're a monster.
You are a monster.
I
know.
Is that a
I've done
skin?
it not on purpose.
Women's
Gene
jeans
Walker?
have a lot of stretchiness to them in general. So
What sort of freak
Okay.
is Angie?
Reginald, we cut over to you. You drive home. Nick, Lori, and Ethan's parents would have also showed up to check on them, hugging them and making sure they're okay. But then if you decide you want them to ride with you like they normally do, or however you stop.
Yeah, I think I would try to convince the gang that to try to convince their parents that we'd all feel much more comfortable being in the presence of like friends to get through this traumatic event together, and that they're all going to stay at my place tonight with the intention of me bringing them along to the school.
Okay, cool. So your intent is still to go out. They're disappointed that they aren't spending the night with their kids, but they're also, a lot of their families work for your parents, so there's like a little bit of they don't want to insult you either, so they kind of go. You feel like general anxiety in your clicked like psyche of like saying bye to their parents, and they are like a little uncomfortable, but they agree kind of that they want to be together with friends. So they all pile up in your car.
Okay.
Esther, you got a text before you
Mhm.
fired the gun. So you
You figured
look
it out.
at it.
Mhm.
Oh no, I had already figured it out. I knew
Right.
what the text was gonna say. And it just says, "Get one of Evan's cats."
Get one of
Actually, it
Evan's
said
cats?
cats, which you would know. Your principal has a reputation for being a crazy cat lady. And then underneath it said a moment ago, your phone went off again, and that's when you kind of picked it up, remembering you had gotten it. It says, as an afterthought, thought it'd be a good prank idea. You should do it.
Who's that from?
Echo.
Okay.
Now's a good time to take one of her only beloved things after her boyfriend gets holding children hostage.
So yeah, I'll text it. I'll start a group chat with the people here.
Mhm.
Reginald, Angie, Levi. Say we're still on for tonight, right?
Text back, yes.
I text back, locked and loaded.
I leave conversation.
She would text.
We see the dots, man.
Yeah,
Disappear the dots.
yeah, she's just like waiting to see everyone else's response, calculating her own.
No, go ahead.
If you don't think the police presence will be heavy tonight, then I guess I have some questions.
So do we.
We'll pick you up at 11:30.
Down the block.
Give a thumbs up. I'm gonna text also. I say, Reginald, are you still bringing your friends? Question mark.
Yeah, I just text back, we're ride or die.
The fact that he swiveled after saying that sucks so much.
Yeah.
Say, I know this sounds weird, but get Ethan to bring one of his cats. I have an idea.
What?
Just do it, OMG.
OMG.
Oh, that's what a cat
Oh,
is.
sorry.
Something in your leg.
Hold on.
Ethan? Is there something?
What is? Does Ethan have cats? What does that mean?
Apparently, I don't know.
No, Evans, the principal's. Principal
Oh.
I was so
I thought
confused.
Ethan too.
Hey, I heard
Ethan
Evans.
too.
God,
No, I thought it was Evan. Yeah, I thought it was the
Okay,
principal,
yeah.
Evans.
Too many A names, too many
Alright, guys.
cabins.
Yeah, no, I tell Ethan, like, Esther's fucking
Yeah.
weird. She says you have
Oh, so
cats, but I know you have a cat
Steal a
allergy,
cat
so.
from her home? Okay,
That's
never
what-
mind. That makes more sense than have Ethan bringing a cat. Okay.
LOL,
Yeah.
JK, gif.
No.
Reginald, shut up.
No, I already asked Ethan if he had a cat.
He's like,
I know he doesn't. I know he has allergies,
he's
pretty severe.
allergic to cats severely.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many bad jokes you can make after that. But...
Stop.
Yeah, I know. I thought of a couple of them.
Be mature for once.
You're a church going lady.
Mandy.
On a church
okay.
girl.
That song.
I'll ask Levi then before we head out. It didn't say what to do with a cat. It just said steal a cat.
Just take one of her cats.
We just swing by the principal's house.
What? Why?
Evo, you have so many questions.
Because that was a rare. I thought we were just talking, having a good time, and you just went to your phone, and now you have to get a cat for the principal?
I didn't say anything about any of that. I just said we go to the Prince's house. Why are you metagaming, Levi?
Because I have a +2 to cat sense. Why do we need to go to the principal's?
It's gonna be better. If we're gonna have to break in there, we might not even know her password or anything like that. I just need to
that's
check
fair.
on something.
That's
All
fair.
right?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're feeling up to it?
Yeah.
All right. And you're gonna have my back with Angie, right?
Yeah. That was kind of messed up back there. So.
Yeah, that was crazy. Did you?
Oh my god.
Were you scared?
No, just confused, really. Are you scared?
I mean, yeah, you could have died. We both could have died.
What's death? Next part of life.
What? Levi, that's so dumb. If you die, think of all the things you didn't accomplish, all the things you didn't do that you wish you would have done. None of that went through your mind?
I think I've done most of what I want to do. I made a great friend. I have a great truck. What else do you need in life?
No.
Levi, you're telling me there's nothing that you've been curious about that you wish you could have done, maybe just to try out in case you died before it happened? Can I roll to turn them on?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't make the rules.
Yeah, you do your MC.
Oh shit. We have to start over.
You didn't pull a string?
Oh, I'm sorry you didn't, yeah.
No, I'm trying to give you a string. No, that's a 5.
Okay. Mark
Yeah,
experience.
Fire all night too. So yeah, as I'm saying that, I definitely give you sort of a look, which I don't know how, if Levi would pick up on that or not, but you know.
What do you mean, like try out like football or something? I think I'm okay with that. I didn't want to do any of that stuff in high school. I don't.
Levi, I swear I hate you sometimes. Take me to the principal's house.
Sure. I mean, I got my curiosities, but I don't think it's gonna be answered anytime soon. I'm not trying to truck and head over,
Okay.
but also run away.
There would be definitely a more of a pissy mood after that. But yeah.
Fine mood.
What?
So you being a fine mood.
Fine mood. Yeah, so we're gonna swing by let's pick up Angie too.
Oh,
We'll text
before.
No, not before.
Okay.
Should we do it before?
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get her before.
Oh, damn it.
We're gonna go by Angie's
I
first.
played myself.
And then
A
and then the
block
principal's
away.
house.
Okay.
You still need to go?
You guys roll up.
Honking.
I'll call the police again. I don't care.
Okay.
Angie, you're sneaking out
Yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah.
Roll to keep your cool.
Do you speak?
What?
I knew what she meant.
Oh, damn it.
Foxy! I've been rolling the 11s on the die all
I
night.
know.
You got a 6?
I was gonna straight
With
up.
a negative,
Okay.
because I rolled a 7, but with a -1, so I got a 6 now.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a tough decision to make.
God damn it.
You
This is why I didn't do it.
trip or you go to get out, you make a very, very loud noise. You can either you hear your parents come out. You can either roll to run away to try to get out of here before they catch you, or you can face your parents.
I would rather try to run away before they would catch me.
Okay, this is our first runaway roll. Roll it.
What was this from?
Come back up. I'll say another song.
So when you run away, you roll volatile.
Yeah, right?
Okay. This is also
Well,
a
our next
-1 for
character.
me. We'll see.
Do you have anything that you want to? Oh,
It's get away.
What?
I didn't know if you had anything to help with your rolls. I don't know what your sheet looks like. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
No.
Okay.
So with the -1, that's also a 6.
That's when he was like just the driver for that.
Okay.
I'll have the XP for you though.
Yeah.
It's 2 failed rolls
Yeah.
in a row.
Yep.
But our parents are gonna beat your ass.
Your
Either way.
door opens.
Or you get
You-
caught. You leave anyway.
Window open. You're trying to push yourself out, but you slip, so you're kind of like half hanging out this first story window. As your dad walks in. Angelina, what the heck are you doing?
Jolene. Okay.
There was an owl outside the window and it was hooting real loudly, so I was trying to do that.
You just exposed your IRL lameness so much.
You laughed. I couldn't keep it together. I'm sorry.
That's the girl who-
You're laughing like this in character?
There's an owl and it was hooting.
That's the premise of the Fourth Kind movie.
No, there really used to be an owl outside my window that would hoot really loudly. Okay. I'm composed again. There was an owl, and I was trying to shoo it away. I couldn't sleep because,
Don't worry, I got it.
God, there was just so much, and all the talk with the police, and it's just it keeps playing over and over again. And I couldn't sleep already, and the owl was just going. And I'm sorry I woke you up.
He kind of comes over, closes the window for you. Sits down on the bed with you. I know you're going through a lot. I mean, the devil is at work here with all the stuff that's been going on. And I think I'm worried about you, Angelina. You sit, and he... We're gonna, you still have the Bible in your nightstand?
Of course. What else would I keep there?
Owls.
Good. He asks you to get it, and he sits and begins reading Bible passages to you and having you pray and is engaging you in a discussion about God and what to do when we face, dark times. And he reads the story about Jesus out in the desert where he is tempted by the devil
PTSD.
3 times, and he denies the devil 3 times, and he kind of focuses in on that one with you. And he shows no sign of leaving. Once you finish that story, he starts flipping pages to the next one.
All right, leave. I pull up to our house and start.
Give her a minute.
I really feel at peace after those words from the Lord, and I think I might actually be able to get some sleep tonight. Thank you. And I kind of stand up to give him a hug and walk him out.
You go. He doesn't get up yet. It seems like he's still not quite convinced. Go ahead and roll to keep your cool in this situation.
I'm using a different dice. 4. 3, I mean, sorry. This is welcome to any of my friends in high school having to deal with this situation constantly. Hey, but I filled up my XP.
Lucky.
Yeah, honestly,
Group.
one situation,
Me and him already hit level twice.
one shot, one opportunity.
He looks at you kind of skeptically. Sit back down, dear. And he hands the Bible to you. Say, you're feeling at peace. You're feeling God. I want you to find a passage that speaks to you. I want you to share something with me. And now he's giving the Bible to you to page through. And now it is your turn to give the devotion. Reginald, what are you up to? It's past 11:30 at this point.
We would be
Probably
early.
getting close to like 11:45.
Yeah, we'd be early to the school, because why wouldn't we be early? Yeah, we'd be kind of just sitting there waiting.
rifle out.
I would be talking to the gang and being like, okay, so hopefully this is like a real quick in and out situation. You have all of the email written up, right? And
Yep.
kind of looking to Ethan, nodding, and be like, okay, and Nick, we think we can probably get into her computer, right?
Easy.
Kind of nods. Lori, you're gonna watch out, right? You're gonna keep an eye.
Yeah.
Okay,
I missed.
oh. Hey, you can see
Guys,
like
see?
Reginald's a little nervous and paranoid about this whole situation. Okay, well, the only thing I'm gonna say before they get here, maybe they don't show. That might be a good thing, even honestly. But just be careful on Esther. She's a real she's got a real loose trigger.
What do you mean?
I mean, she
Reginald?
shot Coach, so she's crazy.
The energy in the car that was kind of recovering from like now we're doing like hijinks. It was kind of recovering from the very traumatic day everyone's had. It's sort of the tension spreads and nobody says anything for a while, and reality of
Perfect.
how you spent your day today.
In that last statement, staring at Ethan very hard.
Yeah.
Does Ethan have a cat?
He has like a hamster that he brought. He didn't have a cat. Okay.
But I
Wait.
suppose we would wait until midnight, and then once midnight rolls around, we'd probably start moving.
Okay. Yeah, so 15 minutes to midnight. Angie's still reading the Bible. You guys are waiting up the block. Esther and Levi, what's your play here?
She's late. Should we just go to her house?
And do what?
Check on her? She hasn't answered any of my texts.
She's check on her. What do you mean? Her parents are gonna open the door, not her. It's 11:30, 45 at night.
Yeah, she's late. That's rude, Levi.
So then, what's your plan? The parents open the door, mom or
I
dad.
think she got cold feet. I'm gonna knock at her window and I'm gonna whisper encouragement.
Sure.
Thank you. We can walk from here. I want your big old jerky fueled truck rattling around outside our house.
Oh my god.
Fine.
That'll get her out.
All right, we're gonna go approach on foot to the bishop's
Okay.
residence.
All right, you see window open, light on. Angie and her dad as you approach. Roll to keep your cool.
The dad did
Or
close
how-
the window.
He closed like he didn't close like the blinds. He's like you had it open with like the screen out.
Open.
So yeah.
So who rolls keep their cool?
How close would you guys get? I guess you would be close enough to see them. So yeah, roll to keep your cool because if you can see them, they can probably see you.
I mean, what's the situation? I mean, we're walking up to the house, so we see the lights on. We're not gonna like look.
You'd see Angie, or I guess you wouldn't know. You would see A lights on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna press my. Listen, if the lights are on inside a room, can't you not see out the window?
If it reflects.
Yeah,
if
just
the
is gonna
window
be a
being
reflection then.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'll roll to keep my. Who's rolling to keep their cool? Are both of us approaching?
So I guess if you see the lights on as you approach the house from the side or like from the street, how close do you get?
I mean, what lights on? Like the living room looking area?
It would be Angie's light in her bedroom, so it'd be like the
Okay.
bedroom.
Second story, first story.
The first story.
Oh. Like, well, her lights on? I don't know what that means. Maybe she's getting ready and she's just late. Yeah, if it's Angie's light on, yeah, I probably would check it out.
Okay. Then yeah, roll to keep your cool.
Easy. I'm so good at this. Everything except banging Eli.
9 for you, Levi. what's your?
Go.
Are
Are you
also
approaching?
Yeah.
If you're coming, then roll.
coming? Ooh, you better roll high on this one. Okay. Oh no. 'Cause
7.
this is 6. Because you're cold -1, isn't it?
7.
It's a 7. It's a 6. Yeah.
It's a 6. It's okay.
He fails.
Experience though.
Okay. Esther, you approach kind of pretty sneaky. Maybe you approach fine. Levi, you trip and make a pretty loud noise over something in the yard.
I do an album.
Well, you don't know. Angie, you hear a loud thud, as does your dad, who gets up. And he says dubiously, maybe that's the owl we've been hearing about. And he goes to go check out the window. What do you do?
Burn hair.
Cut his hair.
Start speaking in tongues, which you could do.
I don't want to.
Solo.
I had to do that to like wipe his memory because I have my grandma involved. I want to do this on my own.
Come again?
Can I rip a page of the Bible like just slightly, like
Okay.
very quietly
That's
while
amazing.
he's walking away and rip it
Uh-huh.
into 3 pieces, like the
Okay.
3 times denying Satan or whatever, and cast illusions.
Okay.
And it says I can pick one: snakes and bugs, demonic visages, false prophecies, or non-existent subtext. I guess I want to do like non-existent subtext.
Summon a demon.
What's the non-existent subtext?
Just that I feel very deeply moved by him leading me closer to God, and that I am, fully devoted and also very tired.
Just exhausted with the praise that you're bringing to the Lord.
Yeah, just like I've devoted my soul so wholly.
Okay.
Time.
Okay, yeah.
So like hopefully like as he's walking it's more something he feels.
Yeah, he gets up and goes to look, but you have to, as you guys mentioned, if it's dark outside, it's hard to see out. So before he really gets a good look, he kind of turns and he pulls the blinds down, looking more at you than he is at the window. He's like, I wouldn't worry about whatever's out there, but I'm glad we had this talk. And he kisses you on the forehead and pats your head, and he kind of looks at the Bible and he's like, take care of that thing. You got a little. He kind of gestures to the. You gotta treasure these things.
Oh yeah, of course.
And he good night,
Good night.
and shuts the door.
I like turn off lights and pull out my phone. And it's like, give me 5 minutes for him to go back to bed, or I'll meet you there.
I'm gonna do WTF.
7 exclamation points.
I do the monkey hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Oh, this bitch is doing monkey emojis now.
Run to the house.
All right, let's just wait for it then.
Okay, 5 minutes. It's about 5 minutes to midnight by the time Angie would climb out her window.
5 minutes.
Your dad convinced that you are right with God. He can rest easy. You get out much easier this time. Are you going straight to the school?
No, we gotta go to the principal's house. Now we're
Okay,
late.
back
You're
at the
gonna explain to
school.
Reginald why we're late.
Oh,
Why are we late?
Do you want me to read the exact text, or do you want me to summarize the Bible verses that my dad had me read?
Why is the Bible ruining everything? No, we gotta go to the principal's house.
Why?
What do you mean why? We're gonna take a cat.
What? You didn't say that. I thought you said you want to go get passcode.
Levi.
You know that
Why do I
text
gotta
we sent
explain it?
earlier, and it said very bad letters that correspond with very bad words.
What?
That is slightly what I feel about what you just said right now. Why are we stealing a cat?
Earlier you said you want to go in there just to get a password to get in. If like we need stuff to get into the.
Which
It's
one is
part
it?
of it. I don't know any of them. She got a bunch of cats. Are you gonna help me steal a cat or not?
I really would like a cat, but I won't steal a cat. She's very sad. She's a very sad person.
Well, what about
Okay.
borrow a cat?
We'll
do
borrow.
you guys say anything to Reginald to indicate that you will be late? Or
yeah,
no?
I tell Angie she's gotta explain it now.
Oh, okay, so she's texting. Okay.
I text the Bible verse, the Bible passages that we
The
read,
Lord said.
and then
Oh, Gene Walker shall
it's like this is why we're late, because my dad had an impromptu midnight Bible session. We'll be there shortly. Gotta go borrow a cat? Question mark.
So 5 minutes to midnight, you get this text, Reginald. You are there. Everyone is feeling a little on edge.
I'll text back. We should stick to the plan. We're going in at midnight. ...
I mean, if you guys can find a way in and get everything ready, that'll work.
Also, he's a secret door.
Oh yeah.
So tell him that.
No, I'm not gonna tell him that. That's our secret.
No, just tell him like he doesn't know the secret door, so he should wait for us.
No, I'm gonna. If he could get everything
Ask
figured
him
out
about the
before we
secret.
get in there, that's perfect.
Wait, is the secret door actually a secret door? You told me it's a book.
Angie,
Yeah, I try to tell you about Frankenstein. It's
that's enough. I'm gonna tell Reginald proceed as planned.
Okay. 5 minutes to midnight, or not 5 minutes, midnight rolls around. You guys are on your way to the principal's house. Reginald, you and your gang are ready to break into the school. What's your approach? You've noticed sitting here, it wasn't there when you pulled up, but every once in a while a cop car does do a pass.
Told you.
cool.
Is that your Angie?
Yeah, I would
Thanks, Reginald.
probably make sure that the car is not parked at the school. It's actually parked away from the school then. And then we would walk up to there, and we would have some sort of facial covering.
Cool.
Either bandanas and or ski masks. Probably ski masks, considering we're a Colorado mountain town. And
Your parents probably have plenty in there, like
Colorado.
adventure, yeah.
yeah. So then we'll sneak up to the building, and we will try to find a door that seems. We'll check the doors for if any of them are open, and if not, we'll try to find one that's easily broken into.
Okay, so you check all the doors are locked. So the front door has like a pretty standard, like deadbolt lock that might be easier to get into, but it would be in view of the police. There is a side entrance that's like a little more covered. There's not as much light there, but it is like an emergency door, so they do have like additional kind of barricades and locking mechanisms on it.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. We try the emergency door first, I suppose.
Okay. Give me a volatile and a keep your cool, because you're going to be rolling to, one, physically like break into it, and two, to do it in a way that doesn't set an alarm off. And you get bonus because your click's all here. So
Me and my clique, we ride.
So that is a 9 for my keep cool.
cool.
Which means I will be left vulnerable in a way that you choose. And then for the volatile, that is only a 5.
Okay. Okay, so you get the alarm disabled through somehow without breaking into the door. You kind of jam it open to where you know you can, if you can get it open, the alarm won't sound. But you do, Nick takes over for you, and you look vulnerable in that way where you start the process, probably doing the volatile aspect first, trying to break it before Nick steps in and he's like, let's actually, I think the alarm systems are here. And he, while you kind of spearhead the attack, he does most of the heavy lifting on that. So a hit to your ego. But you don't get the door broken into.
Okay, so we're not fully into the door. We
Correct.
don't seem to be able to break through the actual physical restraints of the door, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, damn. You know, that Levi guy, he's pretty big. Maybe he can bust this door open now that we got the locks disabled.
I mean, he's big, but do we know when he's going to get here?
I have no idea. Well, I mean, perhaps we could, like, find some sort of battering ram or, like, some sort of leverage we could use to pry the door open.
Siege weapons.
Could really use a trebuchet right now.
You're telling me.
I love that he used that like ridiculous word seriously in that nasally voice.
There's nothing ridiculous about the superior siege weapon, Amanda.
This is the first time I've had an argument.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that we fail, I mean, I failed these rolls. I mean, we could. I would try to look for something like I'm saying, like some sort of. I don't know if there's anything around the school that would be like used to physically force the door open. Beyond that,
try like the lock. Additionally, you know, like there are like.
Oh, hold on! Like, didn't we establish that Nick was good at lock picking? The previous one.
I think we did.
That's canon.
That's a bummer for me. Okay, yeah. So I guess Nick will roll. I'll roll for Nick.
I'll do it. Pass the shit. Yeah, you do it.
I got it.
Shit. Okay, he got a 9.
You're safe then.
So he gets in, but he looks and he's like, so I'm in, but I think one of these mechanisms is connected to the alarm system, and I don't know if it's going to reset after we leave.
So you're saying if we go inside, the door might be re-triggered so we can't leave this way? Or
either that's a possibility, or the alarm never gets reset, and that's put suspicion on the defective alarm system.
I think that's probably a risk we're willing to take if we just think that the alarm system's compromised. I mean, like, nobody's going to realize that and the email that's going to come out tomorrow is connected, so it'll be all right. I think we're fine.
Okay, whatever you say.
I mean, we're only here for sending out an email. It's not like there's anything else nefarious going on. I start to go inside.
Okay, cool. You make your way down the hall towards the principal's office. The three of you will jump over.
We're just going to skip the principal. We're just going to go straight to school.
Okay.
It's already taken forever.
Okay. So you head to the school, get there 10-15 minutes. They're probably already in where you guys put your car.
Down the street.
in the principal's office.
Classic. You take the car apart, rebuild it inside the. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, we'll park down the street and walk in.
Cool.
I'll text Reginald to see if they're in already.
Yeah, I'll text back. Yeah, we're in. Go through and I tell him the door to go through. So the lock's been disabled and the alarm's been disabled. We kind of broke the alarm, but we should be all right.
Okay, we're going that way.
Okay.
Good job,
You guys
Reginald.
head in, meet up. You are in. The principal's office is locked. Nick goes ahead and spends some time picking that lock. And you all enter.
I would just kind of give the rest of them that showed up, like, yeah, so we did notice, as we were waiting outside, there was definitely some cops patrolling around the school, so we got to be pretty careful and probably pretty quick.
Yeah, let's get in, let's get out. Just search everything. You get in the computers, all the nerd types. The rest of us will look around and see if there's anything weird in our desk or something like that. Me and Levi are going to check the library real quick.
You're gonna check the library?
Angie, what do you want now? You already made us so late.
I can wait outside if you want me to.
No,
I mean-
you need to be in here where the Latin was spoken to see if there's anything weird Latin-like in here.
But you already established I can't speak Latin, and Reginald can.
Angie,
Angie, you can go with us. It's fine. I think Reggie and his friends can take care of this stuff. We can check out the
I
library.
think we should have a more temperate mind here in case Reggie gets in trouble. You look after them. We just need to check us on the library real quick. It'll be like 2 seconds.
That's fine too.
Yeah, I mean, you guys do whatever the fuck you guys want. I'm here to send this email.
Yeah, he sends the email. We need someone to look around the actual office, see if there's any burnt hair or something, whatever they're into.
Levi is very uncomfortable at this point. He's already walking towards the library.
Lori would volunteer. I can look around. I didn't have a job yet.
No,
Lori, I just asked Angie.
I thought you were a lookout or something.
Why are you here?
Reginald invited me. I thought, never mind. I'm gonna go look out. She
Yeah,
kind of.
She's super helpful. Quit being rude.
Thanks.
All right.
All right, we're going to the
Yeah.
library. Angie, you help Reginald. Break. We're going to go. I don't know what Angie does, if she actually listens or not, but
She does not. She's gonna
We
be
lashing out physically.
lashing out physically. As soon as she comes out, man, Esther and Levi are ready.
As you walk out, Lori's like, so should I go in there and look, or what am I doing?
I kind of look at her and say, obviously tail them and figure out what they're doing.
Okay.
Obviously.
She goes and runs after them.
And then I wait until
Alpha.
Reginald is fully enveloped in his nerd work, and I just backstep out of the room. Realize Lori's also following.
Yeah, so the two of you would be going up. So we're following them. It's exciting.
It's very exciting because there's apparently some secrets up here. I don't know what kind. There's been a leak to many different types of secrets, some of which are not okay. But
What kind of secret?
I do know where they are generally going, and they are in the nonfiction section on the other side of the library. And I'm lying, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep my
Yeah, you're not a good liar.
Watch this.
just for fun.
Ooh.
How'd you
And
do?
I, with my my new XP stuff, I added one to my stats.
Cool.
So I don't know. Does that take it from a -1 to a 1 because of the way the system works, or does it take it to a
It's
0?
0.
Okay.
0.
I didn't know if there were any zeros in any of the stats because I hadn't seen
Yeah.
any yet. Okay. So that gives me a 9.
Okay. So you're left vulnerable.
Success of the business.
It was false. Remember how I cut that hair off and
Oh.
did that little whole thingy?
Don't get your shawl out like
Yeah,
that.
just
Remember how I cut that hair off?
shaw off it.
She. Okay, nonfiction. How do you know that?
Because I've been spying the last couple of days, and I found this out, and they don't want me to know, but here I
But
am.
what?
Knowing
Wait, what did you find out? Like, what's in the nonfiction section?
they saw a mysterious figure over there.
Ow.
Like a ghost?
One
No,
owl.
it was
Not a ghost.
no, it was just they were being very, very sneaky, and with Coach, you know.
Yeah,
So there's just a
sucks.
lot of unanswered questions, so that's just where I would start. I'll go make sure, I'll circle around the other way, make sure they don't see you.
All right. Good plan.
Yep.
The two of you, Levi and Esther, make your way up to the library.
We locked the doors.
False.
Baby, lock them doors.
Joking. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you immediately go to the secret spot.
Yep. All right,
Okay.
you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'll pull the book that I saw Principal Evans pull.
That's rolling the back.
All right.
You pull it, and for a second, nothing happens. And then you kind of like put it.
Yeah,
Back
put
and
it
go-
back. Reset. Give it 30 seconds.
This is it.
Yeah. This is the. I'm pretty sure this was the book she pulled. I'll pull it again.
You go to pull it. This time, when you pull it, you grab it from like where the pages are, and you get a little bit of a paper cut, and it pulling the book, bleeding on it. The shelf starts to slide open.
Told you. Just had a.
What's on the other side?
Of this door?
Yeah.
Some big spooky stairs. Wooden creaky stairs. You can't see the bottom. Super scary.
Should we get the others or should we check this out?
I told you it was down here in the secret doorway. You wanted to do it alone. I said, bring Angie. You said no. Are you scared?
No, are you?
Come on. I'll take her by the arm and go down.
Okay, do you try to close it in any way? No, leave it open? Okay, back corner of the library. Angie, you go up, tell Lori you're going to circle around, and you see this as you're not so far behind. We're going to go back to Reginald, who's in the principal's office. Are you just doing the computer stuff, or are you looking around the office at all?
I would be looking around the office while Nick got into the computer.
Okay, Nick gets in pretty quickly. It's an insecure network, and he gets in to send the email out from the computer is working. You start digging around, pulling books off the shelves, kind of going through cabinets, and you notice some of these books, like your dad has, they're a lot about, like I said earlier, like management, leadership styles, that kind of thing, like a lot of geared towards employers. And they're like not the right sizes for the book covers that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of pull a couple of them out, and where you instead find like new white pages, they're these old yellowed books, taking the covers off quickly, looking, there's these old kind of tomes, different, what you would kind of look through and recognize, like, you know what a pentagram looks like. Something's not quite adding up here. Some of them are in Latin, a lot of them are in French. A couple of them look like storybooks. Like, some of them are clearly, like, going for that, like, magical look, which you may or may not buy into, but the other ones are, like, old fairy tale storybooks in the original French.
Can I like gaze into the abyss to try to identify like which book seems to be the most nefarious? I mean, so some of them seem like they're just storybooks. Maybe one of them's like a spell book or something like that. Can I try to gaze in the abyss to identify one of them?
Yeah.
Angie was-
That's a 10.
A 10, full success. Okay. You find up in the top corner, actually tucked between two, a very tiny, one of those thin books that's like, it looks like almost a devotional book that maybe you've seen Angie have like in her purse. But it's definitely not Christian devotions. It's in French with certain parts in Latin that you can make out. And you see it's a 2-part volume. And with your full success, you know that this one isn't, you have a feeling this one isn't dangerous by itself. You kind of need the other half. And it's not. Here.
Yeah, I'll take that book. And then I'll check in on Nick. So how are we coming, Nick?
Yeah, I'm in. I am sending it out. I have it set on a delay. It'll send. I'm gonna send it before school. That way, it doesn't send like while she's here. Don't want her to.
Good call.
Get the
We don't want her to
notification
like
on that.
catch it and potentially cancel the email either.
Yeah, so we'll do like a 6 a.m.
Yeah, good call. Can you also search your email for anything from like Levi's mom?
Okay.
Yeah, Mrs. Custer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. No, nothing.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
He goes back through like her archives, the deleted. There's nothing.
All right. Yeah, that's strange. Okay. All right. Well, if we got everything set up, I think we're good to go. I'll text the others that we're ready to leave.
Okay.
And I'll kind of plot a text and just kind of shoot them a text to the group and be like, all right, we're good to go in the office and wherever it is with them.
Esther and Levi. You get to the bottom of the stairs. Creaky, very dark down here. There's no windows to let any of like the moonlight or the street lights in. It's essentially pitch black. The only real thing you can tell is just the creak of the stairs as you step down. And the smell of like dust and maybe like vanilla, oddly, and books.
Yeah, I'll get my phone out to use as a light. Start exploring.
Yeah, so it's a fairly small room, dark like brown bricks on the walls, very worn, very cold down here, even though it's almost summertime outside. You can see essentially what looks like maybe like incense had been burning somewhere, and maybe that's what the sweet smell is. There's a shelf of books that's largely empty. There's a couple old books that are in like a glass cases, and as you get closer to examine them, they seem like they'll fall apart if you pry on them too much. And then you aim up higher to climb up the bookshelf, and you see something's been painted on the ceiling. This just stone, maybe concrete ceiling above you. There's pictures of cats all across it. small cats. As you go kind of a circle of these cats chasing each other. And then a fox in the middle. And as you go, you see the fox, and you scan against the wall, and you see a horse painted. And then beneath the horse, there is, in another glass case, this gold medal with a man on it. It's depicting, he's got like a halo above his head. Hold on one moment. Yeah, so he's got this like ring around his head. He's holding a shepherd like hook. But it's kind of worn down over time, so that's all you can kind of make out.
No other doors or anything?
No other doors.
I don't know what any of this shit means. I guess let's just grab some stuff and go.
Yeah, Is that why you wanted a cat? Because the cat paintings?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Yeah, break that glass. Get that one of the old books. I'm gonna grab this metal thing and this guy on it, and let's get out of here.
Smells nice down here, though. Incense, like or something.
They've spent enough time investigating that Angie would have, you would have seen it and would have been able to catch up.
Yeah, I don't want them to see me. I just want to be able to kind of peer down and see as much as I can without them noticing me.
So yeah, it's down. You mostly make out like floor and table, a lot of dust.
Do I see them flash their lights up to the ceiling, or maybe no?
Well, you're standing essentially the same level as the ceiling, so you see the light flash up, but you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look
make
into
out the ceiling,
it'll be super easy for us to see you.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As soon as I hear them breaking glass downstairs, I scurry off and leave them to be found by Lori should she find them, and run back to Reginald.
Yeah, Lori's on the other side of the library, slowly making her way, like looking. I haven't seen him yet, Angie. And then you hear her say to herself, like, I shouldn't shout. Okay. And then she regroups and starts patrolling. Okay. You head back to the principal's office. Esther and Levi, you make your way up the stairs.
Yeah, we'll go back to principal's office.
Okay.
Before we leave, can I make sure that I send an email to Levi's mom?
Okay. What's it say?
It's the same phishing email. It's something about yearbooks, but it happens to go to her mom's address.
Okay.
Trying to do anything before we go?
Yeah.
You do?
Before we leave the basement secret doorway, we'll get this stuff together, and I'll just note that the vanilla in the air, and I'll turn my phone light off, and I'll look towards Esther and say, so you're talking about being curious about things, right?
I mean, I was earlier in a much more appropriate moment. Yeah. Why?
Just wondering. And
Are you rolling?
I'll try to turn her on.
Roll for it, dude.
Make
What are you
out
waiting
in
for?
a creepy basement?
Yep.
He can't read a room.
Smells like vanilla. They're painting.
I heard that. That's all I needed in a horse painting.
Yeah,
That was
Levi
your
led
law
up.
of vanilla and horses?
Yeah.
You weird.
Levi clearly led up to this. He said it smelled good down
I
here.
took all
and
my physical cues
Here
from
we
you. I took all my physical cues from you.
This is creepy to her, but you're braver.
Ooh, snake eyes.
We're never gonna bang.
No, this is perfect for Holland.
Yep. So that happens, and you guys go back upstairs.
Yeah, I'll say, Levi, this is weird and creepy. This is not the
Yeah, I
time.
know. And I'll turn my phone
Literally,
on. And
before it was like
before
the
she's even done
perfect
talking,
moment
I'm
with all
walking
of
back
that,
upstairs.
with like everything stressed and us going through this and trying to heal with each other. I was like tending to your wounds, and now you want to do. God
He's
damn it!
up
Levi.
the stairs.
Yeah, I'm not even.
No, I'm saying this as I'm following.
Oh, okay.
I'm not just gonna stand there and talk to myself.
Oh, I'm insecure and awkward right now. I'm fucking at a fast pace.
Well, I'm overbearing and crazy, so good luck.
God damn it.
Yeah, but we'll head back to the principal's office as I'm lecturing him on how it's timing. It's not that it's the gesture was unwanted, but he's got to learn to pick up.
Then
You
what's
guys
the
are talking about this in the hallway, and Lori comes out.
You got to
She's
read the room, and if the room is a satanic cat place, that's not the room.
You think it's satanic? I just saw a cat painted in horsebound. Whatever. I'm sorry. I just thought. I'm
It's
sorry.
all right. It's all right. I'm trying to teach you. Pay attention.
Lori comes up behind you guys. Satanic what?
Lori, why are you here right now? Go to your friends. Get on the computer or something. Jesus Christ, Lori. And also,
Okay.
you hear shit. If you tell Reginald or anyone that we said the word satanic or anything, it's not going to be good for you, Lori. It's not going to be good at all. I'm going to shut her down.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh god damn!
I'd roll an 11.
Every other roll
is an 11.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a 10.
all right.
So she's
I get a sense that she's being
Yeah, you get a
attacked
sense
right now,
she's
right?
been bullied.
You get a
Okay.
sense that she's getting.
Shut the fuck down.
You get a
Oh,
sense that she just got told, and she picks up the pace and moves ahead of you a little faster. Like,
Okay.
okay. So you guys regroup in the principal's office with your stolen things and your emails sent, and that is what we'll wrap up for the night. Thank you for watching. We've got socials down below. Check us out. Follow us. We have a Patreon where we do an after show. We're going to get to do that and talk about this episode in the after show. So check us out on Patreon so you can watch that. And thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.